We're gonna be talking about no, this will probably be a shorter one, but we're gonna talk a little bit about like just things we have things we have planned here in the holidays and stuff like that. So it'll be just be a nice chill one today. So it's gonna be good. Oh man, pets. Hmm.
Sorry, guys. Everything I just said was not recorded at all. Apologies. Um. What did I say? I said sorry about missing the last couple weeks. I was sick last week. That was my fault. And apologies about being late this week. That was also my fault. But that's all that was really said. Other than we're going over the new what we've been up to the past couple weeks. So Daniel, what have you been up
So
to?
yeah, it's been 2 weeks since our last show. So been playing some games, been watching some movies, been watching some shows. You know how it goes. Let's see. I finished watching. Well, not finished, but well, actually, no, I did. Yeah, I finished watching season 4 of The Crown. I finished watching season 1 of Blood of Zeus. Uh, which I enjoyed both of those shows. I was going through some of the Star Wars movies with a friend who hadn't seen them for the first time, so we ended up watching the rest of those: Rogue One, New Hope, Empire, Jedi, Force Awakens. All
How
that
was
good
all that?
stuff. It was good. It was good. I think he enjoyed them all. I unfortunately was not there for the last two movies, but that's fine because those movies are, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Like Last
it's a
Jedi, I don't like it all, so I was like, I'm not bummed out about missing that one. And then Rise of Skywalker, I wanted to watch again because there are things that I do like in that movie, but that one is kind of mixed for me because there's a lot I do like and a lot I don't like. But I don't know,
hmm
it's yeah, whatever. But anyway, did that.
We were talking
Uh,
about how rare it is for somebody nowadays not to have seen those movies.
yeah, not to have seen them, and then he watched them in chronological order, which normally when you take somebody through the movies, you go through like release order, how we all saw them. But yeah, he went
hmm
through them in chronological, so it's an interesting way to watch for the very first time. Yeah, like you said, there's not that many people that go about them like that. Um, I played No Man's Sky, but this is forever ago. Actually, I haven't played No Man's Sky in a little bit now, but I did play No Man's Sky. Um,
It's fun to revisit.
I beat Metro 2033 on stream. That was good
Oh,
stuff.
you like it?
Yeah, I beat the first one. It was pretty good. There was some weird shit in that game. I didn't know what the
Yeah.
hell was going on at some points. Like, the fuck is going on? But it was pretty cool. I'm gonna be starting the second one, I think, here in the coming week, which will be interesting now that I have
How'd you
all
how'd
three
you
of
feel
them.
about bullets being used as like the currency? Because isn't that used like as the money in that game as the
It
bullets?
is. Yeah, it is. It was pretty cool. Because yeah, they're bullets that you can use for your weapons, but also
Buy
use
other
them as
stuff with it.
yeah, use them as their currency. So it's like, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, it makes sense too. It's a little trippy. I
Yeah,
think those
yeah.
games are based on books. I've never read the books though.
Yeah, I think so. I think they are. I think that's what they said, or at least the first one is what it said. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I'm intrigued to see what happens in the next two. Now that I've beaten the first one, seeing the way that one ends, I'm curious if we're gonna play as the same guy or like,
Do you play with English voices?
yeah, yeah, I did.
Gotcha. I
Artyom,
heard the Russians in that game, the Russian like sound, the voices.
yeah,
Sorry, are really good.
Okay. Yeah, no, I just played in English. I didn't even know you could. I did, honestly didn't even know you could change the language.
Hmm.
But yeah, did that. Let's see. Played a bit of Phasmophobia, but not as much. I played it like a couple rounds. I haven't really played that game the whole lot these
I
days.
haven't played it much lately either.
I'm honestly just waiting for the prison to be available. Like I know you
Hmm.
could play it now if you sign, like if you do the beta thing or whatever. But I'm just like, I'll just wait. I don't
Yeah,
really.
I'm just waiting for like updates and stuff.
Yeah, I don't need to play it that bad.
I've already got my money's worth out of that game, so anything now is just gravy on top.
Uh, been playing a little bit of Minecraft now that I got that game working. It's really cool. Uh, having that game set up with the mods and the shaders and everything because it changes up the game, to like the basic blocky mess that well, not mess, but because people love that game, but like what I mean, like it's like Minecraft on its own is like graphically not not the best and just a bunch of blocks and whatnot, but when you play that game and you add mods to it and shaders and everything and those other shit to make it look better, it's like, man, like the water and like the just the sunlight coming from the sun, like with certain shaders that you can add, it just looks incredible. It's like, am I even playing Minecraft right now? But anyway, fun stuff. There's a server that has been made. Midnight Loki created that. I'm on that Loki Craft. Check that out. Uh, just search it up on the. I believe it's the Curse launcher with all the mods and all that stuff. So check that out.
Yeah, I'm thinking about checking it out for the first time.
It's
I've never
fun,
played
man. Yeah, yeah.
Minecraft,
You
so
should you should get it. Get the well, if you do though, remember you got to get the Java version though.
yeah, I got to get the Java version. Yeah, that's what you guys told me.
Yeah, because there's like the Windows 10 version or whatever, but you definitely want
It
to get
just
the Java
doesn't
one.
doesn't work. Well, it
No, I
doesn't
mean,
work with that one,
yeah, it doesn't work with the Java one
that
exactly.
version. Yeah.
So yeah, I've been doing that. I've been playing some Battlefront because all the Star Wars that I've been watching lately has me very excited for Star Wars, and I've been fucking playing
Oh,
a lot of Battlefront.
hell
Which,
yeah.
speaking of the Star Wars that I've been watching, another thing that we've been watching is The Mandalorian every week, and holy
Yeah,
hell,
the past two episodes have been well, they're all
holy
great, but the last
shit,
two were like,
woo, man, this show just continues to uh just like top itself. I don't know how like they keep continuing to make it so good, but it's incredible. I can't wait to talk about it properly. We will talk about it properly here in a couple weeks when the whole season is over. We got 2 episodes left. Cannot wait to talk about it. It's gonna be so much fun. We're definitely gonna deep dive on that. It's gonna be a blast. Played a little bit of Squadrons, but man, I get so wrecked in that game, dude. It's fun to play, but it's kind of demoralizing when you just get like destroyed in like 2 seconds, bro. It's like, come on, man.
I
But
imagine
anyway,
everybody that's still playing that game, like all the
there,
casuals, not casuals, but people that didn't play it like super serious have kind of dropped. And now anybody still playing it are just fucking aces.
dude, yeah, that's I feel like that's what I go up against. Just fucking straight up barons and aces, bro. Just like taking your ass down as soon as you fly in. But been playing that, and then, or yeah, played a little bit of that a while ago, not so much recently. But what I have been playing recently is so you know how Red Dead Online recently became a separate thing, right?
Hmm.
They have its own thing. You can buy it on Steam or wherever the hell you play your games for $5. It's available for $5 until February. Because it's 75. I don't know why they did that, but 75% off until February. Not that I'm complaining though, because that's the reason why I picked it up. I always wanted to play Red Dead on PC, but like I had the game on PS4, the story and the whole game. So I was like, well, I'm not gonna buy it again on PC because I already got it on PS4. The only way I would do that is if they did the online separately, and then they did. They finally did, and it was $5. So I'm like, I'll pick it up.
Yeah, it's
And
like $5 till like February, right,
yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
that's what I was saying. Yeah, till February. So it's
Gotcha.
pretty cool, man. And I had fun with it. I streamed it on I think Wednesday. I think this past week, and it was a blast, man. I had a good time, dude. It was fun. But yeah, did that, and then finally the other game that I've been playing a whole hell of a lot of is Monster Hunter World, because I picked that up during the Steam sale,
Yes.
and that game is fun too, man. I've been having a blast with that. I remember when we played the beta, you and I, on PS4 like years ago before it came out, and yeah, I'm currently going through the story of that. I think I'm almost done with the main story, but obviously I got the Iceborne X pack and all that shit that goes along with that as well. Will be interesting to get into. It's just cool seeing all the different weapons and gear and things that you can craft and create and do, and it's just it's neat. It's fun. So I've been having fun with that game, and yeah, it's cool to play with friends. Just taking down big ass monsters and whatnot. Um, but yeah, dude, that's pretty much what I've been up to these past 2 weeks.
Hell yeah. Past couple weeks, well, we had Thanksgiving. Um,
Right,
last week,
right.
um, or the Thursday before this Thursday, last Thursday, the 26th. There we go. The last Thursday of November. We all had Thanksgiving. I hope everybody was stayed home to the best of your ability and protected your loved ones to the best of your ability and had you some good food. Hopefully, um, I know we had like the whole spread of turkey and ham and all that good food stuff here at home. Um, I played a little bit more of Assassin's Creed, and then the big thing dropped for me, and this is what I've been playing the most of, and this is why my list is so fucking short this week is or the past couple of weeks is the WoW Shadowlands X Pack has launched. It launched. What day did it launch? I streamed its launch, which was fun with Aaron and them. Um, that is not the correct release date. Let me find it here. I want to make sure I get the right day. It was November 23rd. That's right. It was the day before Thanksgiving that it launched. Um, so we streamed that, and I've been playing it. Just it's nonstop, really, pretty much. It's consumed my entire gaming life, as well does when an X Pack drops. Um, I hit max level that first day. Within the first 24 hours, which was kind of crazy for me. Um, I play a paladin. For anybody wondering, that's in the WoW. Like, what class do you play? I play a red paladin, but I'm also good at like a protection paladin spec. I've been running dungeons. I've been trying to get the guild people in the guild geared up and stuff, and trying to help them out. And we have like a lot of recruits. Looks like raiding is going to be really good. Which raids open next Tuesday. So next week on Tuesday, will the raids will open normal and heroic, I think, are the wings that open. I'm not sure about mythic stuff because we don't usually do mythics, but it's looking like we're gonna be working toward that. The Mythic Plus is also come out next week, so I'm excited for those. But yeah, I've just been playing a lot of World of Warcraft Shadowlands. It's just some quick bullet points on it because I don't want to spend like all day on it, but like the story for each zone was probably the best story that WoW's ever really done, I think. Like in terms of just like consistent storytelling, I feel like there were a lot of cool cutscenes, a lot of cool moments, a lot of good music, a lot of great characters. Um, I enjoyed each zone a lot, um, which there are four of them. Uh, Bastion is one of the zones. Maldraxxus, Ardenweald, which I think most people kind of agree that it's got the best story. I think, and then Revendreth. And then each zone is like based on this particular faction that's in the zone. For like Bastion, it's this group called the Kyrian. For Maldraxxus, it's these the Undying Army of the Necrolords and stuff. For Alnwild, it's the group called the Night Fae, and for Revendreth, it's the Vampire Court of Vanthir, which is the covenant I ended up going with for my paladin because they help make up for some of our weaknesses. Um, but yeah, we streamed a good chunk of that, which I think is still up on this channel. So if you're interested in that, go watch the VOD before it's gone, because I'm not saving it. Because it's just WoW stuff. The dungeons are good. There's 8 dungeons. There's two in each zone. They're all really good. I feel like some of the bosses are kind of easy. Some of the trash is kind of hard in it, but overall, I had a good time with that all week. The past 2 weeks, look, guys, I've been playing a lot of WoW. Like, I wish I could tell you how much I've logged. I kind of wish, and I'm kind of glad it doesn't. I kind of wish it does, and I'm kind of glad it don't. Log how many hours you've played per week in WoW, because it would just be insane for me. But anytime I'm not like doing something else, I'm pretty much logged into WoW. I think Daniel could speak to that. It's probably why my sleep schedule's so fucked right now. Um, but yeah, that's what I've kind of been up to the past couple weeks, and what I'll probably be up to the next couple weeks. Although Cyberpunk comes out next week, so we'll see uh, how that'll be. But that's about all I've done. That's all I got. Daniel, you want to hit us with the gaming news, my friend? We talk about the news here on this show sometimes,
Let's
all the
do it.
time,
Let's just
actually.
head straight into it. So, let's see what the first thing we got here is. We have PlayStation Plus games for this month.
Oh,
We have for December Worms Rumble PS5 and PS4 edition, and then Just Cause 4 for the PS4. Those are December's PlayStation Plus games of the month, and then
Worms.
Bug Snacks unfortunately is no longer available for PS5 members. That was last month, so
Rip.
if you didn't get your Bug Snacks, RIP, man.
This year's game of the year, Bug Snacks.
Bug Snacks, yeah. All right.
Zeke's been playing that, and he likes it, which I
Yeah, I
find kind
saw
of
that.
funny.
I tuned into one of his streams, and yeah, it was pretty funny watching him
It seems
play
kind
that.
of ridiculous. I don't think it's for me, but he seems to like it, which I
Oh,
find very
it
funny.
yeah, it's definitely not for me. No, but it was
So
interesting.
you heard it here, guys. Get Daniel Bug Snacks merch. He would enjoy
No, I mean
it.
I'll play the game, but I won't. No. Anyway,
uh,
moving on. You can play as Mila Jovovich's character in Monster Hunter World now. Apparently, uh,
mm.
I was playing the game I think yesterday or the day before, one of these days, and I saw that they like had the event. I still don't even know how you get it, but
Oh, it's got a little video
what
here.
it says here is yeah, there's a little video that you can put up. Uh, December 4th, so yesterday, two limited time only quests with special rewards, such as materials to craft the armor from the movie. The first event is called the New World, with Artemis going head to head with the Black Diablos, and the second is dubbed To Our World. Uh, Jovovich is actually voicing her character too, by the way.
That's cool.
Uh, because she speaks English while the other characters will be speaking Monster Hunter lingo. But yeah, it'll be cool. I'll have to check that out and see if I can uh play those quests or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that
It's
they
it's cool that they did that, but the movie
yeah.
looks awful. But
Oh, absolutely. I agree. I agree. I agree.
uh, oh god, accidentally.
I'm in 100% agreement with that. I do think it's cool though that they do add the stuff into the game like that. But anyway, uh,
Interesting.
so next up we will talk about the Immortals Phoenix Rising post launch and season pass plans. So this is pretty cool because the game is out now. For those of you wondering,
Mm-hmm.
Immortals Phoenix Rising is out, but here they talk about their plans for you know post game stuff. They have a little thing right there. Uh, three expansions. So the first one, a new god. You will continue to play as Phoenix after the events of the first game, uh, and you'll be in Olympus with more puzzles and whatnot. Which, to be honest, I'm terrible at puzzles.
Same.
But even that being said, I still want to try out this game. The second one is called Mists of the Eastern Realm, which is pretty cool because we're not in Greece anymore. We're in China, dude. We're Chinese
Holy
mythology.
shit! Really? That's cool. I didn't
Yeah.
know this.
So there's that's why I thought this was cool because like you're going from Greek mythology to Chinese mythology,
They're pulling
which
some
is
Age of
so cool.
Mythology shit on us.
Like what game has done that? They did like what it's like you're in one thing and then they switch you over to something completely else.
I can give you one example. It's the only example I've ever known of. Is Titan Quest does this
Mm.
later in one of the later acts, but nobody's ever done it since then. That's the only game I can think of where it goes in and kind of pulls the switcheroo on you. But that is really cool. That is really dope. I didn't know they were doing that until just this moment. So that's really cool.
That's why when we were talking about it the other day, I'm like, yo, we got something for the podcast because yeah, their second expansion literally takes you to a new mythology. But then the third mythology takes you back to Greece, but with a new character. Uh and meeting new gods and whatnot, which is pretty cool.
Well, they definitely got some cool DLC coming. Um,
Yeah,
it
it's
also
pretty
looks like they
cool.
got some free content
Yeah,
there.
they got some free content, challenges, quests, and all that stuff.
Cosmetics.
So it's pretty
Get your
cool, man.
freebies.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. This is definitely a game that I want to get at some point and just play it because again,
Yeah.
like, it's even though I'm not the best at puzzles, it looks the all this DLC stuff looks rad, especially the Chinese mythology. Like you're going like they're like, all right, we're in Greece, we're going to China now. It's like that's so cool. Uh,
Yeah, but my only thing with this game is that it's just coming out at a time where I'm swamped, right? Like, or going to be swamped. Like, I want to play it. I really do. I got so many other things right now. I watched Aaron play it a little bit. I think they had like an early review copy and got to play it on stream a little bit. It looks fun. The story seemed fun. And I definitely would like to check it out. It might be one of those things I won't get to till we hit 2021, unfortunately.
which isn't that far away though. We're a month
That's
away. But
true.
anyway, speaking of things that are coming out soon, Cyberpunk is coming out here pretty soon, and
Mm-hmm.
they had another couple videos, some gameplay videos. We have some PlayStation footage, which we'll check out here. This is a bit of a longer video, but we can skip
We'll
around
skip
and
through
see.
it. Yeah.
We have some character creation going on here.
This for those of you not in the know, by the way, there are copies of Cyberpunk out in the wild. Um, and if you get a copy and you're a streamer, you better not stream it because your ass will get in trouble. So don't do that. Um,
So we're currently looking at PlayStation 4 Pro footage right here.
yeah.
I believe a little bit ahead they said they will be showing PS5 footage.
I wanted to see that character customization, but they
Look
didn't
at that
show very
car with
much of
the Puerto Rican flag on it.
it. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this game just continues to look fucking awesome, dude. Like you, you pre-ordered it, so you're getting this right when it comes out.
Yeah, I get this. Well, here's the thing because they're going to launch on Poland time, it'll
Yeah.
actually technically be the day before I'm supposed to get my copy that it'll be out.
Mm.
So, we'll see how things work out. I never know how things work out because the system's a little wonk, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
I'm pretty sure the game is supposed to release like at my time, like 4 p.m. the day before or some shit.
Yeah, something like that.
Or maybe it's the same day, but it's like 4 p.m. or something like that. And I was like, oh wow.
Yeah. Uh, but there'll
Which
be
is
people
pretty
playing even before that. The people that got early copies will be able to play a
yeah.
little bit earlier just because embargoes will be over with, so it'll be okay for them to play and like stream it. But I'm just gonna avoid everybody because I want to enjoy this, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh, um, but yeah, it's finally happening after many a year of delays.
After many,
Um,
many, many delays, yeah.
it'll be here next week. The same week that WoW raids come out. Yay! Oh man, it's fun. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I just hope that people set their expectations a little bit because everybody's just hyped the living shit out of this, and I feel like it's so hyped now that no matter even if it is the greatest game ever, it's not going to live up to that hype for some people. So, and I want people to be like, listen, you did this to yourself. You know what I mean? Like you shouldn't have ever got that hype about this game to begin with. Like,
I still think it's gonna be good though.
yeah, I absolutely do believe it's going to be good. Um,
Yeah. Yeah,
oh
I
man,
think
they got
it's
a
gonna be
map there.
I think it's gonna be good. But yeah, there's some footage here. If you skip up ahead, they have some PS5 footage as well.
Let's get to that.
Um,
I
and
what was I gonna say? Oh, I have a collector's edition that's coming, so we'll unbox that on stream.
right,
Um, I know I was
right.
telling you about it that we might do like an unboxing on the stream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, here's the PS5 with via backwards compatibility stuff.
Yeah,
And damn, them people got yo.
they sure did. So yeah, I mean, again, it just continues to look good. Hopefully they don't delay it again. I'm kidding. Not
at
with the
the
week.
at the 11th hour.
Yeah,
Sorry guys, it'll be the week after this week. Could you imagine? I could see him
that
trolling.
I would, dude. Could you?
People would burn their house down.
That would be some. That would be bonkers, man. That would be absolutely bonkers if they delayed
It
the
would
game.
also be history making because I don't know if anybody's ever done that.
That's
Uh,
that's funny, dude.
um,
But yeah, there's some footage here, and then we can look through the Xbox one as well because there's some in that too.
yeah, let me get that open
Uh,
because our next gen is here. It is the current gen now.
yeah, it's current gen. It's no longer next gen. It is
Yeah,
current gen.
shoot
This
from up
this
on the
little bar
Xbox.
area is pretty cool, man. Pretty cool.
Where
Look,
is?
I'm digging all the environments and just all the different places that it seems like you can go to. You know,
Mm-hmm.
definitely really cool.
The
Also, it just
chemistry.
seeing you ride in the car in third person really bums me out that you can't play this game in third person.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
man, I just really want to play this game in third person, dude.
yeah. I know that's how
It's
you
like
like to usually play these types of
that's how I
games.
that's how I like to play these kinds of games. But not only that, but it's like, what's the point of like meticulously creating your character if you're not even gonna see what you look like? If you're gonna be playing the game in first person all the time, you know what I mean?
Hello, ladies. Sorry, distracted.
You're at the bar, yeah.
And
Yeah, that bar part's pretty cool. But yeah, that kind of just bums me out. It's like, well, you can do all a million and one different things to create your character, but like you're not even gonna be able to see yourself, dude. You're playing the game in first person. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So it's like, come on, man, what the hell?
I'm kind of interested in what the multiplayer component's going to be because they said that'll be after this comes out. So I'm definitely interested to see what that is
Yeah,
about.
I'd be curious about that too, because yeah, I have no idea what's gonna happen with that.
If it's me and a buddy bumming out on the streets of Night City, I'd be down. You know.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I'd be up for that. If it's something like you remember like Saints Row, dude, like
Mm-hmm.
something like that, I'd be down for. That'd be pretty dope.
But who knows? Um,
Yeah,
I definitely
we're
don't
gonna have
know
to wait and see.
because I don't know how much multiplayer stuff that CD Projekt Red's ever really done. Like The Witcher didn't really have any, right? Like if I
Not that I
remember
can
right.
recall, but I mean, there's always a first, man. There's always a first.
Yeah, so like I can't even think of what they would do. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could be simple as something for them being like, hey, we're throwing in like a team deathmatch or something, or it could be something as complicated. It's like, yeah, this is Red Dead Online, but Cyberpunk. You know what I mean? Like,
Which could you
uh,
imagine that?
that'd be
Jesus.
cool. But or it might be one of those things where they're like, yeah, we're just gonna cancel that and not do it at all. But I hope not because I want
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, I'm definitely kind of curious. But yeah, here's
Seeing
our
some,
Xbox One X footage. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm skipped up the head to like the 550 mark, and just seeing the combat is pretty cool, man.
Let's hit it.
With like the gun, and then you switch over to the sword, and like it's
What when I play, I think I'm gonna go like a melee E build.
well, that's I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do because I like using a variety of weapons, so I'm not really sure
Mm-hmm.
what I would want to do. But yeah, I don't know. This especially when the game like this gives you so many options. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you can use normal weapons or melee weapons, or you have like fucking arm attachments and shit. You know, it's like, damn, what do I want
All
to
the options.
what do I want to go with, man? It's so many different things to choose from. I like
Oh
just
man.
walking through the town. Oh, there's a sex shop. I like walking
Man.
through the town and then just seeing the ambiance and just the world being lived in, man. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That place is called PP. I straight up, dude. After you watch, I'm a little bit ahead of you because I'm like skipping through it. But like you'll see a
Uh,
sex shop and then like
yeah.
past that, off to the side, you'll see like a PP shop or whatever. It's like what the hell? Look, there's a sex shop and then watch, you'll see PP here in a bit.
Yeah, there's PP.
There you go.
That's funny.
But yeah, no, adding on to what I was saying, it's just so cool seeing the city like being like there's like alleyways and like these place looks dirty as fuck and like there's just people walking around and talking and Fingers MD. Wow, what a name. These names, dude. But uh but yeah, I mean this game just looks fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a good time. I know that from what I've seen, like the city itself is very dense. So
Yeah.
like,
I love it
which
though,
is
man.
cool.
I
Yeah.
love having stuff like that, man. Just watching this is what I wish they would do to a Star Wars game, dude. Like just give me a big old open city that I can walk through like and just, you know, take it all in, dude. Like I love shit like this, man. And then also here watching the dialogue options, you, you get like four options, right, to reply to or whatever.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Let's see. I'm skipping up ahead a little bit more. Still on Xbox One X. Let's see, that's interesting. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, the rest of the rest of the stuff is pretty cool, but yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I honestly, I just can't wait to play this game, dude. It's gonna be, whew, it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. This absolutely looks like my kind of game, and I'm all about it, dude. Like oof, man.
Yeah, boy.
Just again, just what was seeing the footage of like walking through the town or the city and just like observing and taking everything in is just so cool, man. I love these kind of games, dude. You can just get yourself lost in them. It's gonna take up all your time, but man, what a good use of your time, man.
Yeah, like a lot of it because we're gonna have multiple playthroughs of this, right? Because like if it's gonna be one of those games where it's like you have a billion choices to choose from, a million factions to be from. Your start is we got three different starts, which probably also affects how the game ends and stuff like that, you know. So uh prepare to get lost for in Cyberpunk for probably the next year, really.
But yeah,
uh,
speaking of or continuing on with the cyberpunk stuff, we have another video here talking about the photo mode, which I'm very curious about because the photo mode in my game of the year, Ghost of Tsushima, was
mhm.
about the best photo mode I've ever experienced. So now after that, I'm kind of like very curious about photo modes in games. So let's go ahead and check this out here.
Oh damn.
Oh, you can see your character, man. That's about
That's
like the
why.
only way. That's about
That's
the
why.
only way you're gonna see your characters in photo mode, right there, dude.
There you go, buddy. We figured it out.
There you go. That's pretty cool though, man. I mean, look at this. I
You got
again, I,
looks
I
you got
normally
plenty of
don't fuck with
choices.
photo mode kind of stuff, but now after Ghost of Tsushima, I'm like, this is gonna be fun to mess around with. Look
Yeah,
at
boy.
that.
We all enjoy a good photo mode, especially when it's good.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
use it in
goodness.
I use it. Oh, look at this. Yeah, boy.
Oh Lord.
That's just silly, but it's cool though too.
Lord.
I was saying though that I also enjoyed the photo mode in Spider-Man.
Hmm.
It was really fun in that game. I used it quite a bit as well in that. That was just fun, like taking pictures off of like Avengers Tower and a bunch of other stuff. Um, but the but yeah, it's seeing all the options that you have in this photo mode for Cyberpunk is pretty neat too. Because I
There are
felt
like
like
a
the
ton
one
of
in
poses. Holy
yeah,
shit.
because I felt like the one in Tsushima had quite a bit to it as well.
Yeah.
But this one, this is just like a lot. There's a
You hang
lot
out
to
on
it.
you hang out
Look
on
at
your
all this.
car.
You can like make your own like wallpaper and shit, dude. Basically,
Yeah, make postcards from Night City.
yeah. Welcome to Night City. Have you,
Yeah.
that little explosion one with the happiness thing or whatever. it's, that's funny. That's cool, man. That's just really cool.
Every game should have a photo mode nowadays.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, Cyberpunk. We're both very excited for that. So stay tuned because yeah,
Hmm.
that's gonna be it's gonna be good shit right there. Good shit. Next up, Fall Guys has revealed their season 3 theme. Uh, so season 2, which is the one that's almost over, was like medieval type theme, and now for season 3, they're keeping it simple and they're going to Fall Guys Winter Knockout. Or as the Twitter account like to call it, Fall Guys goes brr. But yeah, they're doing during the winter knockout. They have looks like they're having like snowman costumes and like it looks like a penguin right there and
Penguin.
yeah, bangwang. Uh, but yeah, it looks it's pretty cool. I'll be checking that out for sure. Uh, I didn't finish the battle pass of the second one because I just you just get caught up in other games and other stuff, So
There's a lot going on, man.
there's a lot going on right now. So yeah, it is what it is. But that's neat. Yeah, we'll be checking that out for sure.
I
Next
still
up,
haven't played Fall Guys. I should probably play Fall Guys at some point.
yeah, man, it's a fun little fucking thing. I
Baba
mean,
loves
shit,
it.
that's like her favorite game. I mean, she's playing it. She's been playing it for like every time I look at Discord. That's what she's playing. Uh, where were we? Moving on to the next thing though. There's a mod for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order that replaces Cal Kestis with our favorite Mandalorian Din Djarin. Uh,
Let me get a picture up for you guys. There you go.
pretty cool. Uh, so seeing okay, just seeing his image, it like it makes it begs the question for me at least that like they've been putting the child and Mando in so much stuff lately.
Hmm.
Like they have them in like the Squadrons game, like they have the baby as like a little bobblehead in Squadrons. You can add to your cockpit of your ship.
I'd like to see the baby.
They
Hmm.
have a statue of the kid in like the Sims or whatever. They just recently added them both to fucking the newest season of Fortnite. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So like, and then now there's mods like this. So it makes me wonder, like, with all this cool stuff, or they're putting Mandalorian stuff in all these other games. Like, what? Can't we just get a fucking proper Mandalorian game to play. Like,
Yes,
come on, man,
please. Especially
give
after
it
the
to
last
me,
episode we
man.
can't talk about, but yes, please.
Like, you know what I would want them to do if they like took whatever plan they had for Star Wars 1313. If for those of you who remember
Mhm.
that game was supposed to be like well, it was supposed to be a game about, or the main character was going to be Boba Fett.
Boba
Uh,
Fett.
yeah, Boba Fett. Boba Fett. He was supposed to be the
Hmm.
main character of that game, and it was like a third person like action adventure game, kind of like kind of like Uncharted. Uh,
Yeah.
so that was supposed to be a thing. I wish they
And
would
what we
take.
saw of it looked so cool too,
It looks
man.
super cool, dude. It looks super cool. I was so the day that got canceled, I was so bummed, man, because that game looked fucking rad as hell. But anyway, what I was gonna say is, I wish they would like take whatever plans or I wish they would take the concept of that game and then just like change up the story and like you know make it like to fit in with today's graphics and all that stuff, and like just change 1313 into a game for Din for the Mando,
Mm-hmm.
uh like I want to see that game, man. Like it's just again, how do we not have a game for this now, man? I mean,
That's
granted,
the thing, right? Like we still have such a shortage on Star Wars games, really.
there
Like
is, yeah,
we get Legos. We got Squadrons now, and
yeah,
we
we got
got
Squadrons, we got Battlefront, we got
Fallen Order, but like it's not necessarily what I want. And what I want is Mando the game.
I
Like,
mean, I would fucking lose my mind, dude. Like I just like I get that Mandalorian has only been out for like a year and that
mhm.
games take a time to make, but like, man, I just man, how do we not have something in the works, or like how do we not have how do they
Commander,
not
we're
start
under
working
attack.
on this like at the same time they started working on the show, like even if it's like a fucking prequel to the show or something, you know what I mean? Like just give me something. I want to fucking play a game with this guy. But anyway, it's a cool mod for Jedi Fallen Order. Uh, that they did whoever made this mod did a good job on it because it looks great. Josh put up the picture for it earlier. Uh, but yeah, it's pretty rad. It looks good. So yeah,
Hell yeah. Um, Thank you for the raid, Val. And let's see. Was there anything else in here that we wanted to mention? All right, what's next, Daniel?
we have some Dragon Age news. Uh,
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
there is a lot of that, so we're gonna get into that here in a little bit. So, uh, Mike Laidlaw, best known as the creative director of the Dragon Age franchise, has started a
Mm-hmm.
studio with three other designers who have worked on some of the AAA video games' biggest series of the past decade. Laidlaw will join Ubisoft veterans Thomas Giroux from The Crew, Jeff Skalski, and Frederick St. Laurent B, both from Assassin's Creed Syndicate, in founding Yellow Brick Games, an independent studio dedicated to making original and new games of high quality. The studio said in a news release. Yellow Brick Games will be based in Quebec City. Uh, Giroux is a Yellow Brick's chief executive officer. Skalski is executive producer and chief operating officer. Laidlaw is a chief creative officer, and Saint Laurent B is a game director. The news release said the studio already has 15 employees, and they already are creating a first original game that will leverage the capabilities of the next generation gaming platforms. Uh, Laidlaw joined Ubisoft Quebec, makers of Assassin's Creed Odyssey in 2018. He left the studio in February. Before his time with Ubisoft, Laidlaw spent 14 years with at BioWare, designing and creating the Dragon Age series, with credits on the Mass Effect series and Jade Empire 2. And Laidlaw left BioWare in October 2017. So this is one part of the BioWare news. So we're getting some guys who worked on Assassin's Creed, Jade Empire, Dragon Age. forming their own studio. How do we feel about this?
I'm gonna keep an eye on it. It'll probably be a couple of years before we see anything out of it,
Yeah, yeah, for
obviously.
sure.
But
But yeah, Yellow Brick
yeah,
Games. That's the
I'm
name.
interested. You know, I like Laidlaw. He streams on Twitch, by the way. I've hung out in his streams. I've talked to the dude in his
Oh,
streams.
nice. Very nice. Very
He's a pretty cool guy. Um, and plays games over there and talks about them and talks about them as like a game developer sometimes. So check that out if you've never seen him actually stream. I don't know what his actual Twitch stream is right now.
pretty
Sorry,
cool.
I can't
Pretty
show
cool. Well, I'm sure you can check it out if you Google it or something.
but yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on this. Because I mean, it is Laidlaw, and he did have a big hand in those other some of the series that we love, like Dragon Age, Mass Effect, and Jade Empire, which I know you haven't played yet, but you're going to at some point.
I will. Yes,
Um,
yes, I definitely will.
um, so yeah, but the hits keep on coming, don't they,
Well,
Daniel?
that's one part of our Bioshock Bioware news. Similar names, all right? Hold on. So, uh, some pretty big news.
Yeah,
Couple
so
days ago here from Bioware. If you want to take it away, Josh, and
yeah,
talk about.
let me do this one because I'm the one that saw this one, I believe.
Yeah, go for it.
So so the head of Bioware and like its big executive producers, like they both have resigned. Um, Casey Hudson and Mark Dara, I believe is how you say his name, have both resigned. They left messages here, and I'm just gonna read. I'm gonna read these Bioware articles for you guys that they put out on their website. The first one is a message from Laura uh,
Miele,
Miele. Miele.
Miele, yeah.
Um, who is the chief studio officer of Electronics Arts, which owns Bioware now. She put out a post that says, "We strive for all of our studios to be places where talented, creative people come to do career-defining work. A dimension of this ambition is that sometimes these people want to try something different." Casey Hudson, GM, BioWare, and Mark Dara, executive producer, Dragon Age, are two of those people, and they have decided to move on from BioWare. I want to personally thank Casey and Mark for everything that they have done for the BioWare community, particularly for our players. They will always be an essential part of the studio's history. We appreciate their many contributions, and we look forward to seeing what they'll do next. They'll each do next. You can get more from Casey here, and
And Mark, because
and from Mark.
Mark and Casey both put out some statements. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, they both have statements, and we'll read those as well. This post continues saying, "When I think about BioWare's future and the next generation of talent in place, I could not be more confident or optimistic. As we look to the studio's future and the projects currently under development, the next generation of BioWare talent is leading the studio forward and working on some incredible games that I know you'll be excited to experience in the coming years." Samantha Ryan, who came to Electronic Arts after leading Warner Brothers games, is one of the strongest leaders in the industry. She will continue to oversee the studio. I'm also excited to announce that Christian Daly, who joined BioWare from Blizzard, will be leading our Dragon Age project currently in development. Christian is a fantastic creative leader, and I look forward to you all getting to know him in the coming days. We recently announced the Mass Effect, the Legendary Edition, and Mike Gamble is leading a team hard at work on that franchise's future. The search for a new GM is underway, and we're already talking to some great people. We will find the right leader who has deep love and respect for the studio's heritage, who embodies the values of the team, and who will help carry on the incredible legacy of BioWare. So there's two posts. One from Casey Hudson and one from Mark Dara. They're both pretty long. But I will read a bit of it, and if it kind of just goes on and on from each one, I will cut it short. But let's read a little bit from Casey Hudson, because I find these are usually. Let's be real here. There's probably some internal politics that we're never going to know about that might have led to these things, and they have to put out these things. But let's have a read anyway. So from Casey Hudson, it says, "I'm incredibly fortunate to have had a career where I've been able to work with brilliantly talented people, create entire worlds from our imaginations, and see them being enjoyed by millions of people around the world. And now, after nearly 20 years of work at BioWare, I've made the decision to retire from the studio and make way for the next generation of studio leaders. Now, when you say something like that, it makes me think they forced you out. You know what I mean? Like, make way for the next generation? Were you in the way? Um, it's not an easy decision to make, and big changes like this always come with a certain degree of sadness. I will miss being able to work every day with our inspiring developers on the biggest and most exciting projects I can imagine. But I also know that this is a good time for a change for both myself and BioWare. When I became a studio GM a little over 3 years ago, our goal as a leadership team was to position our people and projects for long term success. Now, as BioWare celebrates its 25th anniversary, the studio is poised for an exciting new era of amazing games. This year, we've been inspired by the continued community support for our ongoing work on Star Wars The Old Republic and Anthem. Wow, I can't believe I put Anthem in here. A few months ago, we provided a deeper look at the work that's going into the next huge Dragon Age game. And in 7 Day, we announced the Mass Effect The Legendary Edition and gave a hint at what's coming next in the Mass Effect universe. It's an exciting time, both in terms of projects you've heard about and some things not yet announced. Arriving at this point has been an opportunity for me to reflect on my own future, and 2020 has been a year that forced all of us to reimagine how we think about work and life. For me, it's been the realization that I still have tremendous energy to create, but also that I need to try something different. I'm not sure exactly what that is yet, but I know that I want to start by rediscovering my creative passion through more personal work. Mark Darrah, the executive producer for Dragon Age, is also announcing his retirement from the studio today. We have worked together since the early days of BioWare, and I have valued his contribution immensely, especially in recent years as a key partner in leading the studio.
And then he just talks
What?
about like
Yeah,
what Bioware is doing a little bit
yeah,
about
talking about leaders and
yeah,
things of that nature. Uh,
yeah.
like Casey Hudson's been in BioWare for a very very long time.
He
So
mentions that he he thanks Bioware's founders, Greg Zishek and Ray. Oh, man, I'm gonna butcher these.
Mazaika, I think it's
Ray
Mazaika,
Mazaika
something.
for hiring him back in 1998 as a junior technical artist.
Yeah.
Uh,
So that's
yeah,
a lot of it's all fluff and stuff like that. You know how they have to do these goodbye letters. Um,
yeah, but yeah. We'll see.
Mark Darrah also has a post on here. Yeah, go ahead.
As Palpatine said to Anakin in Phantom Menace, we should look on your career with great interest. Casey Hudson.
Perhaps. Uh,
Uh,
um,
yeah, you can go ahead and read some of the Mark Darrah
let's see
posts.
what Mark has to say here on his
This is
post.
a little bit shorter, I think, but still
Yeah, it's still
has
pretty
some
long.
stuff in it. Yeah.
Uh, I've been at BioWare since the 90s, back when CRPGs were considered a dead genre. Through the last 23 years, I've watched video games evolve and into a powerful communication medium. We are an important part of so many people's lives, and BioWare has been a part of this journey. Though I remain confident in BioWare's strengths and continued place in this conversation, I have decided to retire from my position at BioWare. This has been a very difficult decision for me. The team of amazing developers on Dragon Age make my life fuller and better. They have taught me so much, but the strength of the team is also what makes this possible. I know that Dragon Age won't just survive without me, it will thrive. BioWare has always been about telling emotional stories through characters. We've wandered away from this central guiding pillar at times, but I am confident that the next Dragon Age will show that we
Mm.
remain committed to this kind of game, and we will have a lot to show you. This year has been transformative to the way we do everything, the way we work, the way we socialize. These are things that have changed. Some of these changes are temporary, but others will remain forever. I believe that this gives us an opportunity to bring in new voices, to reimagine how we work, and to strengthen how we tell stories. Dragon Age will be in good hands. Christian Daly will be moving into the executive producer role. Christian Daly is a strong leader and will provide great insight into the rest of the Dragon Age leadership who remain. This is a team that includes people with decades of experience at BioWare. I'm confident that together, this is the team that can make Dragon Age the best one yet.
So again, he's just talking
Yeah,
about like the people that are gonna be replacing him and all that stuff.
yeah.
Uh,
It's a long,
yeah.
exciting journey.
He talks about Mass Effect a little bit too later. Uh, Talking
Yeah.
about Mike Gamble with that.
Um. So I put out a tweet just as kind of like a gut reaction to it, because like BioWare for a very long time was my absolute favorite gaming company developers.
Yeah,
And then the great monster Empire came and bought them up, EA. And I personally feel like there was a drop in quality. The founders retired and all that stuff, or moved on to other things. And my tweet that I put out, which means nothing to anybody, I know nobody cares, but I want to give my thoughts as I'm on the show. Um, I tweeted out that to me that pretty much means that this is the end of Bioware. Um, it just completely. It's sad, but there are many companies out there that are making great projects. I do hope to be surprised in the future by Bioware, but because I still hope for a bit of that old magic that used to be. But to me, this is pretty much like probably the beginning of the end of a great company for me. Like I and then they did another announcement, which is that they're going to show off some. I don't know if they're going to show off, but they said that there's some stuff from the new Dragon Age is going to be at the Game Awards. So
hmm.
it feels really weird. The whole thing feels fucking weird. You know
There's
what I mean?
definitely
Like
some. There's definitely some behind the scenes stuff, especially after reading Casey and Mark's statements on it.
articles. Yeah.
There's definitely some behind the scenes shit going on there.
All right. So yesterday we announced that two of our folk are going to be retiring. Obviously, these are some fluffed up pieces. There's probably some internal politics that we can't talk about. We probably shouldn't even really speculate about because I don't want to be shitty to those people. But and then the very next day, we're like, yeah, the Dragon Age 4, we're gonna show it at the Game Awards or something. They're gonna have something there. And when I say something, they're probably gonna show concept art and have another
Like,
one of those things where we walk
is
around and watch people working on the game. You know what I mean? Like,
is there like what we saw last time where they're showing the voice actors voice act and
yeah.
like they're showing concept art, which I thought was pretty cool, but
Uh,
yeah.
ultimately, I'm very worried about the future of some of my favorite franchises, Dragon Age and Mass Effect. Um, but it's gonna be what it's gonna be, and there's not a whole lot I can do about that. It's sad
No.
because like I fell in love with that company, right? Like BioWare was like the jam. Uh, disappointing.
Hey man,
And
things are constantly changing and ever evolving, man.
um, but we'll see if you if you've been on Twitter, by the way, and follow Mark Dara and them on Twitter, man, you will see things have gotten spicy on there. I think I even tweeted out, I was like, damn shit, it's spicy on Twitter the
Oh.
last few days. So there's been some stuff going on that I'm not gonna get into on here, but it's like, woof.
Yeah,
Um,
I haven't been keeping an eye on that at all.
yeah. Um,
I'll have to check it out.
it's a lot of weirdness. A lot of weirdness. Um, if anything develops on this that we figure out or learn about, we'll obviously talk about it on the podcast. But that's the to me that's it's just heartbreaking. It's sad.
Yeah.
Because I love those companies and those dudes are like there's very few people at BioWare now that I actually even know their names. I used to know like everybody that worked there, like I know their names because I love the games they made and I wanted to know who they were. And then like so many of them have left now and like have retired and moved on to other things. And it all started when EA picked up the company. Yay! Anyway, there's your
Moving on from
there's your
that. Yeah.
tragedy for this week.
Yeah,
Uh,
moving on from. I mean, shit. I already had a tragedy in another thing, but
mm,
anyway, if you know what I'm talking, if you know, you know. But if not, then we'll talk about it in a couple weeks. Anyway, next up. So there was also a recent Fallout 76 update,
I've never played this.
and I haven't played it, but some people are saying it feels more like an old school Fallout adventure. Uh,
Is that a good thing?
so so the new update Steel Dawn, uh, I believe brought back what are those guys called? The Brotherhood of
The Brotherhood of Steel, I believe.
yeah, the Brotherhood of Steel, indeed, indeed. and apparently people are liking it. So I mean, I haven't played Fallout 76 since I want to say the update before this or the one before that or something like that. I don't know. It's to me, it's one of those games that like was kind of like at launch was kind of like disappointing because I mean they didn't even add NPCs to like way later.
But they said originally they weren't going to or something, didn't they? Like they weren't going to put any in at all.
Well, there are definitely some in the game,
There
but
are now, but like
yeah,
back when
but
they launched, I think they said they weren't going to.
well, yeah, because they all wanted to make it originally just a pure like player
That's
like
so
just
weird.
player, which I don't understand the thinking behind that because
I
that
don't
just
either. That's just crazy.
because at that point the game just gets like fucking lonely as hell. But anyway, well, yeah, because you just because literally because I got the game when it came out, so it was just nothing but like talking to fucking
Robots.
terminals and computers and robots and shit. It's like fuck this, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually they fix it, and it seems like they're still adding, they're continuing to fix it because people have been waiting for the Brotherhood of Steel, and they finally added them now. Again, I can't really speak on this particular update because I haven't played the game in a hot minute. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's a game that I always like wanted to like keep giving it a try, but like I don't know, dude. Every time I do give it a try, I just it never quite like grasps me. But that might be because like no matter how hard I want to like these Fallout games, they just haven't really done much for me. Like I remember I got Fallout 4 and played it for a while, but then I never beat it. And then I just never went back to it. I just never I don't know,
The
I just
the
never
Elder
beat it.
the Elder Scrolls always appealed more to me than the Fallout did. You know. Um.
Yeah. It's kind of weird though, because like I feel like I would like Fallout and like I do, but I don't know. I just never it's not one of those games that like I feel like I need to finish or I need to play or anything. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. Like I want to like it, but I just don't as much. I don't know. It's weird, but
In
anyway.
a world of great games, there's so
Yeah.
many good ones. Who needs to play the mediocre ones? That's no
I
offense,
mean,
Fallout.
that's one way to put it. Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Uh,
But anyway, I haven't tried out the new update. Maybe I'll try it. I don't know. Well, probably not soon, but like I'll try it eventually. I'm sure.
yeah.
Uh,
Keep us updated.
yeah. Moving on. This is my last piece of gaming news here that we have for the day.
I see that.
Is that Sea of Thieves is getting seasons and a battle pass next year.
I still haven't tried this fucking game, and keep meaning to.
This game is awesome, dude. It's great playing it with like a crew of people though, because this is one of the ones that like I can't really like play by myself. Like I need people to play with because otherwise it just
Mm-hmm.
gets kind of boring for me. But there's a video there if you click on that,
Oh, let's open this up. Yeah.
and they do kind of like a recap of the year, but
Oh, oh, this is 9 minutes long. We'll be skipping around.
yeah, so it's like separated in like sections as well, so we can like skip it up. Uh,
Hey, those guys have purple coats on. Go back. Yeah, I'm gonna pause right here.
yeah,
Look
yeah.
at
There
that
you go.
purple.
Yeah, that's gonna be Josh when he plays the game. He's gonna
Mm-hmm.
have purple.
Me,
His ship,
two,
his
two
ship,
ladies with
his
me.
sh- his ship is gonna be purple. He's gonna be in purple. He's gonna have
My
a purple
beard's gonna be
monkey.
purple. I'll be
Yeah,
purple beard.
exactly. Every purple, everything, all purple, everything. So yeah, if you skip up to like 4 minutes and 41 seconds, maybe.
That bro is rocking an umbrella jacket. He's a fucking spy.
So
Okay,
January, they're adding seasons. So season one,
season one.
each season is gonna be 3 months, and they add a new piece of content, which is interesting. And
Everybody's
of
doing like the
and
Path of Exile route nowadays with
and through
seasons.
the course of the 3 months, there's gonna be events and whatnot, quality of life patches. Uh, there's a new progressional system, which is the biggest change to the progression since the launch. Uh, which is interesting. One of the bigger changes since the game has come out. So this is gonna be super interesting.
Do 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 do
Pirate
do.
trials. There's like there's like particular like merchants and trading companies and stuff that you can gain progression with.
Uh-huh.
So they'll be doing stuff with that as well. Uh, and of course, I think they'll be adding more like oh plunder pass. Oh boy, every game is doing this battle pass shit now. Huh?
It's weird. It's funny how trends start, right? And then it's just an avalanche of everybody else doing it.
Yeah, it's just like every game is doing it nowadays. It's crazy, man.
Yeah. Yeah. The plunder pass. Lord.
Yeah. Oh.
What's this dude talking about?
So there's gonna be like a detective role that you can find out like lost what is, like lost shipwrecks and whatnot.
Oh, that's interesting.
I'm skipping it up ahead, seeing what else there is.
Yeah,
But I
I've
mean,
skipped through a bit.
but they're adding a lot of this upcoming year, so it'll be pretty intriguing to see how the game changes. Because as the game sits currently, I like it. It's a cool game to go to every once in a while.
Hmm.
So I'll be very I don't know. I hope they don't like changes are good, but like sometimes not every change is good. I don't know. Basically what I'm saying is I hope they don't fuck up the game,
Yeah.
but obviously there are changes that are good. So
Look,
I don't
man,
know.
you need
I
to keep
just
this game as tight as this dude's shirt, because Jesus.
man, tight as that dude's shirt. That's funny. Well, anyway, that's cool. So we'll definitely have to get you on that game because it's fun, man. It's
Yeah,
when you got a crew of 4 people on a ship being pirates, it's a fun time.
everything's fine with friends.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's all we got for the gaming news. So if we can move
That
on to
is
TV, if
the
you're good.
gaming news, gang. Let's move right along into the television news.
Indeed, we shall. Indeed, we shall. So for our first piece of the TV news here, uh, this is gonna be good news for Doctor Who people, Doctor Who fans. Is
Woohoo!
that John Barrowman, who's also in the Malcolm Merlin and the Arrow verse and all that good stuff.
Oh, this has a
Uh,
video. Oh, it's
he
15
is
seconds.
gonna he is gonna return as Dr. Jack Harkness in the Doctor Who holiday special. Which I'm not caught up on Doctor Who at all whatsoever. Like I watched some of it.
I've never watched any of it.
I've watched some of it. I watched a couple seasons of it. Um, but he was one of the more like interesting characters in that show, so it's pretty cool that they're bringing him back because he hasn't been on the show in like years. So Doctor Who likes to do that thing where they'll bring back like characters from the past into like into like holiday specials or newer stuff or whatever. So that's cool that they're bringing him back for this. It's pretty neat. I again I probably won't be checking this out only for the fact that I'm not caught up. I'm like way
Yeah.
behind. I'm super duper behind.
Doesn't Doctor Who do they do a holiday special every year, or
They
is it
do,
every
yeah.
few?
They
I
do
don't
it
know
like
shit
every
about
year.
Doctor Who.
They do it every year. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because I used to watch this when I watched it back then. Well, not back then, but what I mean is like I used to have an ex who got me on this show
Yeah,
and I haven't seen it since, so I'm not caught up at all. And then what I do remember is that after every season there was a fucking holiday special. So
gotcha.
so yeah. So that's pretty cool. Next up, The Expanse has been renewed for a sixth and final season at Amazon. So this is another show that okay, now this one I haven't seen at all, but I do want to watch. I do want to watch it,
Hmm.
and seeing that there is going to be a sixth and final season definitely helps because to me it makes shows harder to get into when there's like 50 seasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like here, like for example, here's a good example. Supernatural, right? That show is like 15 seasons and it's got like 20 something episodes per season and they're all like an hour long, dude. I dude, I'll tell you straight up right now, I'm probably never watching that show in my life unless I get with somebody who like she loves the show and she wants me to watch it or whatever. That'd probably be about the only way I'll watch that, dude. I there is no way that I will like willingly fucking go through 15 seasons of 20 something episode, per season shows that are an hour long. There's no way, dude. So yeah, and The Expanse is a cool sci-fi show that well, sci-fi as in it's science, sci-fi, but also it was on the channel Sci-Fi, not anymore, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. We're in spies.
Yeah, we're in space. Exactly. But yeah, six. So there's gonna be a total of 6 seasons. I haven't checked this out at all yet, but I hear it's pretty good. I don't know if you've seen any of it, Josh, or not.
Okay,
But
so here's my thing with The Expanse.
okay.
I've tried to watch season 1 like 3 times.
Hmm.
By episode 6, I feel so fucking lost every time
Really?
that I ended up stop watching it. And it's not that I hate the show. I think the show's great. It's just there's a hump somewhere where I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck is going on. And I think it's supposed to be like that. I think you're supposed to be a little bit confused. Um, so I want to finish it because it's in my wheelhouse, right? It's one of my, I love that kind of show. It's just, it kind of has like a mystery thing going on at least in the first season, and it ends up making me feel lost. But that's because I'm stupid. So,
Mm.
and then because I'm bad at following stuff. But yeah, I definitely want to. I definitely liked what I see. That by me saying that, please don't let that turn you off from checking the show out because like it's a good show. It's just I end up feeling lost because it's me and I'm an airhead.
Dude,
Uh,
I haven't heard Airhead used in so long, dude. Holy shit. That's funny because I actually have not heard that anyone use that like in that way in so long. Holy shit.
We're bringing it back, boys.
Great,
Yeah.
2021. We're bringing back old words. Let's go.
Damn right.
All
The
right.
future was bad. We want to go back.
Yeah, right. For real, dude. Take me back.
Take me
Fuck
back.
this. Fuck this. Uh,
Oh
but
god, we've
anyway,
had a moment of the real on the show.
yeah. Hey, man, it's all good. But anyway, The Expanse. I want to check it out. I definitely will watch it now that I'll watch it at some point because I do want to watch it. I
I
haven't
definitely
seen
think it's something you'll like. Yeah,
I haven't seen a second of it, but I think I will enjoy it based
they
off
have
the
some
things that
great
I've heard.
actors
So
in it too.
yeah.
Uh,
I just have to watch. There's just so much out, man. Like you guys know, there's so much out there. It's tough to watch everything,
it is.
especially when you haven't started a show like from the first season or whatever. But I'll check it out at some point. I definitely will. But it's good to know that they're getting another season, and but that it's the last one because again,
They're
I
getting
don't.
an ending. At least it's not like gonna
Yeah,
be one of those things where it's like canceled in the middle of something that leaves you like,
exactly.
well, what's the point in watching that? It doesn't end. You know, it goes off and doesn't end.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
I hate that shit.
Uh, uh.
And Glow.
So moving on to the next thing. So Josh's boy Xavier Woods
Yeah.
talks about G4's revival. Because I'll be honest, I knew that he was campaigning to be a part of G4, but I didn't know that they actually got him on board to G4. So
Yeah. Yes, they did.
if you want to talk about that, Josh, go ahead, man.
So this is an article on Variety. I'm just gonna read from it because I actually didn't realize that this article was out there until you just read it. Said it was here. So
Yeah.
so on Wednesday night, G4, the gaming network that aired from 2002 to 2014, which we all grew up with, Daniel, I know,
Yeah.
and myself.
Yes. Absolutely.
Um,
I love watching Olivia Munn and Kevin Pereira and all those people, man. Those is
yeah.
so cool. So good.
Um, so it aired from 2002 to 2014, and it's recently announced. It recently announced a revival. It hadn't been off the air for a very long time. Um, they held a charity event or a charity special that saw its previous lineup of hosts Olivia Munn, Kevin Pereira, Adam Sessler, Morgan Webb, Kirsten Adams, and Blair Herter reunite for a night of nostalgia and reminiscing. But at the very end of the special, benefiting G4's multi-day Gravy-thon effort, a hint at G4's future, not its past, is shown in the form of WWE star Xavier Woods, also known as Austin Creed, knocking down the door and saving them from a scripted dire situation. With that, G4 announced that Woods would be its first signed talent for the new version of the network, which is a
Nice.
crazy grab for them. I know he wanted it. He was campaigning real hard, and they would
Yeah.
have been crazy not to get
Uh,
him.
yeah. I knew that he was campaigning for it, but I totally missed out on this fucking charity special. I didn't even know it happened,
I didn't either.
I didn't know that they had signed him on board. So this is cool when I first saw this, man.
I think when he first tweeted this out, I even tweeted out and supported him, even though I have no following at all. I was like, we got to make this happen, even if it's like just 2 people see this tweet. Um, for which is great. I love Austin Creed, Xavier Woods, because like, dude, he puts out such great content. You should check out his YouTubes and his Twitch and all that stuff. I know the YouTube stuff is called Up Up Down Down without the O's, so check that out.
Uh,
Check out Xavier Woods on Twitter. His Twitter's great. He's a gamer. He's one of us.
they,
One
they
of
they
us. One of us.
they mentioned his YouTube channel here in the article.
Oh, okay. Um,
Yeah.
for anyone following G4 since it announced its revival in July, however, the announcement probably didn't come as too much of a surprise, as Woods fought a vigorous social media campaign under the hashtag Freed
Creed for
for
G4.
G4 to become one of the gaming network's new hosts, releasing a video that's racked up 1.6 million views on Twitter since July 25th. And he's an unabashed gamer streaming on Twitch and hosting his own gaming YouTube channel, Up Up Down Down, which has 2.2 million subscribers.
And then they have his Twitter video here, and they talk about a little bit more about that stuff. But it's cool, man. It's really cool that he wanted this, and they got him for it, man. That's pretty dope.
Hell yeah. Give me 1 second. I need to fix my audio really quick, Dan.
Josh
Yeah.
mentioned it earlier, but I fucking used to love the shit out of G4 back in the day, man. So
Yeah.
if they can do like anything near what they used to do back in the day, I'll be all about it, man. Because I remember just turning on the TV and fucking watching G4, man. Like it was so much it was so cool to watch, man. So much fun.
Yeah. So let's see here. Even if the union between Woods and G4 did seem a natural fit, the WWE superstar is still in awe of the fact that he's joined its lineup of hosts, noting that it's been an emotional couple of days. G4 had such a huge effect on my life as a kid. Wood tells Variety that the day after the reunion, as a kid growing up who at a certain point got made fun of for playing video games, because once we got to adolescence, certain people put the controllers down and started poking fun at everyone else. G4 was kind of like a safe haven for me, and without that, I'm not sure if I would be the person that I am today. It's that love of video games. G4's head of content, Kevin Sabe.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think that's how you say that. Yeah.
I'm bad at pronouncing names, and I apologize if I ever get them
Yeah.
wrong. Says that that made Wood such a great candidate to be one of the faces of the revival. In fact, early in their talks to bring back G4, Sabe says his team looked at Woods as a prototype for someone in their new hosting lineup. It was like, yeah, but we can't get him, he says. But within 24 hours of G4 announcing that it's coming back, Woods had his campaign video up. He beat us to the punch, Sabe says. When we talk about personalities and talent in the digital first universe, you look for content creators, and he can do it all, he says of Woods. He's not just a wrestler or performer, he's so multifaceted. He didn't really give us much of a choice when he started the campaign, and we were grateful to not have a choice, he adds, and it really made it easy for us. The other big piece of news announced at the charity event, a network relaunch. In the first hint of what the new G4 will actually be, ever since it was announced, there has been no word on if it will be on TV, Twitch, YouTube, or anything in between. Sabe's answer? All of the above. Given that G4 is owned by Comcast and operated by its gaming and esports division, Spectacor, a return to TV was never out of the question. But Sabe and Woods acknowledged that streaming is a huge part of the landscape now, and G4 would be represented there as well. Sabe promises that it's not just going to be a cable channel tucked away. It's going to be pretty ubiquitous. Lord. They're using the words I never use.
anyway, they
Yeah,
talk about how it's gonna be on everywhere and
everywhere.
all that stuff. It's cool, man. It's pretty awesome, dude. I have to say, I'm
I
glad
didn't
that
realize how long this article is. Holy fuck!
yeah. We're not gonna read the whole thing. If you want to check it out, go check it out. It's on Variety. Uh, G4 Xavier Woods. Go read it.
Ton of info in there.
It's pretty lengthy,
Uh,
pretty cool. I think it's dope, man, that they're coming back because I am a moderator for a G4 type channel called Ven or Watch Ven. You can find them on Twitter and YouTube, and they're everywhere as well. But they're kind of like basically a version of G4 as well. And I'm a moderator for them. Uh, so it's cool that there's gonna be kind of like a competition, between the two of them now, and it's cool, man. I just think it's great that G4 is coming back because again, I used to love G4, and I like that kind of this kind of like vibe, of what these kind of places do. But yeah, check out Ven, check out G4. There's good stuff coming between the two of them. So very happy. I'm very happy for Austin Austin Creed, Xavier Woods for getting uh getting the gig.
mhm.
Good stuff. But anyway, we'll move on from that now. Uh, the Disney Plus Willow series has cast a few ladies onto their show. The first of which is Erin Kellyman, who was Enfys Nest in the Solo: A Star Wars Story.
Oh yes.
Uh, Ellie Bamber from Nocturnal Animals, and Kaylee Spaney from The Craft Legacy. Obviously, Willow is the old '80s movie with Warwick Davis. Uh, and this new show is going to come from Jonathan Kasdan, who wrote the pilot, and he's going to be the showrunner as well. Uh, so yeah, it's good stuff. If you want to, if you haven't seen the original Willow movie, it's on Disney Plus. Check that out. Give it a go and see if it's something for you. And then if it is, then you'll have this Willow show to look forward to. But I just think it's cool that I honestly am not too familiar with the other two ladies, Ellie Bamber and Kaylee Spaney, but it's cool to see Erin Kellyman again in something because again, I know her from Enfys Nest as Solo, and I'm sure you do as well, Josh, and plenty of other people. Because I mean, I think she's fairly young, so I don't know too much of the stuff she's been in. But yeah, man, anytime stuff like that happens, I'm always good to add more talent to other things. But anyway, uh, yeah. Also, I didn't know this, but apparently, Erin Kellyman, Josh, she's gonna be in that the Green Knight movie that we've talked about in the past
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
with the tale of the Green Knight and whatnot. But anyway,
Mhm.
uh, yeah, so that's pretty cool. In other Disney news, DuckTales reboot has been canceled after 3 seasons.
I know Bob was heartbroken over this one.
I'm disappointed in it too. I'm not caught up on the show, but I thought it was pretty good, man. I thought
Yeah,
it was pretty dope. So I don't know why they. Well, I mean, I know why. It's because nobody watches TV anymore, and
yeah.
and what I mean by that is they had this show on Disney Plus or Disney XD, where they should have put it on Disney Plus
Plus, yeah.
instead of fucking Disney XD. Because again, who the fuck watches TV nowadays? You got to put it on the streaming service, man. Like
What?
obviously, when this show came out, there was no Disney Plus, but you could have like it's been out
Migrated.
for a year now, so you could have migrated it over there exactly. So yeah, I don't
It
know.
makes me worried about the other possible reboots possibly happening now. Like, I still want things to happen. Like, I still
Mhm.
want gargoyles to come back, and
Yeah.
like they should have put it on the plus, man.
Well, guess what they are putting on the Plus though?
What's that?
The Darkwing Duck reboot is coming
Well,
to the Disney Plus
that gives me hope again.
because that is in development, so that'll be something. But yeah, I mean, Ducktales is good, man. I don't know, I enjoyed it. Again, I'm not fully caught up on it. I gotta finish watching the rest of it, but it was pretty good. So it's disappointing that and they had a great voice cast and everything too. Like they had David Tennant as fucking Scrooge, dude. Like he was great. and
Hmm.
everybody was great who was the voices in the show. But yeah, it's disappointing news because I thought the show was pretty great. Obviously, the original was good too, but the reboot was also great. For those of you who haven't seen it, I definitely recommend it, especially since it's only gonna be 3 seasons now. Uh, but yeah, it's disappointing, but we do have Darkwing Duck to look forward to, I suppose, and
Darkwing Duck.
that will be on Disney Plus. So they're making the correct decision on that. But yeah, and also, that got canceled, but something got renewed. The Fates have news. Heron's adventures will continue in season 2 of Blood of Zeus.
Oh
So
damn!
Blood of Zeus has been approved or renewed for a second season. I recently, well, not recently, I think like a week ago, I finished season 1,
I'm
and
still not done.
I thought it
Fucking
was pretty
good.
enjoyable. So
I gotta
yeah, I'm
finish
looking
it.
forward to continuing the adventures of our boy Heron here. And
That's
yeah,
cool.
you gotta finish it up, Josh, because it's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe I'll throw an episode while I work on D&D later.
Hell yeah. But yeah, so that's good news. We also have some. So here's something. The Lord of the Rings Amazon show just added 20 new cast members.
Good Lord and
Uh,
mercy.
yeah, they're adding a bunch of people, which I'm gonna go ahead and say that I'm sorry, but I don't really recognize anybody on the cast this year. Which I think is also which I think is a good thing.
Hmm.
I think getting unknowns is, well, fairly unknowns, because I'm sure these people are not all unknowns, but they're unknown to me, and I'm sure. Well, I'm not. I don't want to say I'm sure, but I mean, do you recognize anybody in this list?
No, I mean I recognize like they're like this person was on Westworld and Ozarks, and I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
Ozark, Westworld,
it's Arrow. There's somebody that was from Arrow was in here.
Arrow, Power, Spartacus. So there's people that they've been in things, but I got just when I see when I hear or when I read the name and see the face, it doesn't like ring a bell. You know what I
And
mean?
like, look, it's nothing personal.
Yeah, no, it really isn't. It's just I just don't, you know. But I
and
think,
and if and they know that because if it was, they wouldn't be like, here's 20 people, right? Like it'd be like,
yeah,
here's
yeah,
the big
yeah.
ones, and here's some other folk.
And also that's a good thing, because like you're not gonna be watching this and be like, oh, that's this person from that. It's just like, oh,
Hmm.
they're gonna be the character they're in the show, and then that'll be what we know them as. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
For a lot of these people, these characters that they're going to be portraying in this show are going to be what recognize them as or remember them as. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, they had 20 cast members. It's a lot of names, so I'm not going to read them all off. But if you're curious about it, just look it up. It's pretty cool that we're getting more news on Lord of the Rings show, because I am very excited for it. I believe it's supposed to air next year, right? Lord of the Rings show. So I'm hyped, dude. We're not only getting Lord of the Rings next year, but we're getting The Witcher as well, dude. So we're getting some fantasy shit next year, dude. Which
Bow. Hell yeah.
yeah, we're all about here.
But if you
Exactly.
want fantasy shit this year, watch Frozen Decimation.
Indeed, which will be
Tomorrow.
which are usually every Sunday.
It's 6 p.m. Eastern time, you know?
Twitch.tv/Josh902, 3
You're
p.m.
watching it right now.
3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern.
Cheap plug, but we own this
Yeah,
channel.
yeah, indeed. Anyway, moving on to the last piece of TV news here is that the Hawkeye series has added 6 cast members. Uh, so we have alongside Jeremy Renner and Haley Steinfeld, we have Vera Farmiga, Florence Pugh, Frafi, Tony Dalton, Alakwa Cox, and Zahn McLaren will all appear in the series. Farmiga is attached to play the Marvel character Eleanor Bishop, the mother of Kate Bishop. Which, as we all know, Kate Bishop is the new Hawkeye, played by Haley Steinfeld. Um, so that's pretty cool. Fee will play a character named Kazi, most likely short for Kazimierz Kazimierzek, which is known to Marvel fans as the mercenary villain Clown. Uh, what else we have here? Dalton will play Jack Duquesne's, more than likely a take on the Marvel character Jack or Jacques Duquesne's or Swordsman. an early mentor to Hawkeye. Swordsman has been both a hero and a villain in the Marvel comics. Uh, Florence Pugh will reprise her character in the Black Widow movie, of course, as Yelena Belova. Uh, Alakwa Cox will be playing Maya Lopez, the true name of a Marvel character, Echo, a deaf Native American who is capable of perfectly copying another person's movements, making
Oh,
her a formidable fighter.
that's cool.
McLaren will play the role of William Lopez, which is going to be Maya's father, Willie Crazy Horse Lincoln from the comics. So that's pretty cool. There's some usually when they cast people, they don't really give out like who they're going to be playing or stuff and
Yeah.
whatnot. But it's cool that we kind of know what all these actors and actresses are going to be portraying. So that's pretty dope. Uh, I'm looking forward to the Hawkeye series. I'm
I
very curious
definitely
about
am.
it. So we'll
Hawkeye's
be
my guy.
we'll be checking that out whenever that comes out. But we do know that WandaVision's coming out next month, so we have that as well to look forward to.
Oh boy.
So that'll be good. But yeah, that wraps up our TV news.
Rip to the TV news. It's over.
Yes, 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 yes,
Moving
indeed.
on to some movie news, and there's some good, big, giant movie news. This.
There is some movie news indeed. So let's go ahead and talk about some sad movie news here at the beginning. Is that Allison Brie talks about the possible Glow movie after Netflix cancellation, but here's where it gets sad. She says, and I quote, "I'm a little pessimistic about it actually happening."
Oh,
So yeah, no, doesn't seem like we're gonna be getting a. Dude, I'm still kind of bummed out about that, especially
I am too.
the way that Glow, the last stuff we saw from it. It's like, come on, man. The least you guys could do is give us a movie. And the reason why they're canceling is because of COVID. Like, can't you guys
Yeah,
just wait?
yeah. I know that's the worst part of it. We've lost the few shows because of COVID. It's not just claiming American lives, man. It's claiming everything. Fuck COVID.
Like obviously, we're not like discounting it or anything, or we're
No,
but it's like I don't know, like they could just wait, like let them do other things in the meantime and like come back with it at another point. But
it's a
I don't know.
bummer. It's a bummer.
It is, but whatever.
I really like that show.
Part of me thinks it's just kind of an excuse just to get this shit, just to end the show or
I
whatever. But
think it might be too. I think that is
I
for a
don't
few
know,
things
man.
they've cleared out, actually.
Because there's clearly shit filming right now. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
we're still in the middle of a pandemic, and there are things that are still happening.
Yeah, I think it's just a convenient excuse to
Yeah, but
say.
Allison Brie says I'm a little pessimistic about it actually happening, just in light of everything that's gone on this year and how difficult it is to get anything back into production with COVID. But again, we just talked about how like there's things that are in production filming as we speak. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't. I just seems kind of like an excuse just to not continue it, which is a bummer, dude. Because I enjoyed Glow.
I just do.
But I mean, I guess hope is not all dead because I mean they might do it at some point, but as of right now, it doesn't seem likely. So
I hope.
we
I
we,
hope
we
they
just
do.
gotta we just gotta hold on hope, man. Because
I'm tired of not having shows end the way they want to end. They always want to do it on. They do these massive cliffhangers and then they cancel it, and you're just like,
yeah,
you kill it for me, man.
yeah, yeah. So all right, moving on to the next topic, which we're gonna skip because this is where that topic is mentioned in the news later.
Gotcha.
So what's coming to Disney Plus in December of 2020? Oh well, let's see.
Let's
Why
have a
don't we?
look. See right here.
So we're not gonna mention everything because there's just too much stuff. But yesterday, as in December 4th, the Mulan movie is available for all subscribers now, and
Oh,
and by that I mean the live action one,
yeah,
because previously it was available to people who you know who bought it for $30, right? But now
yeah,
it's available for everybody, which they said they were gonna do. They said that it was basically like early access if you wanted it, like
yeah.
you paid $30 and then everybody would get it in December. So they did that. We had the episode of Mandalorian, which is fucking fantastic. They added Anastasia to Disney Plus, which is pretty
I
cool.
like that movie.
What else we got? Sky High, which you were talking about last night.
We talked about a lot of stuff last night.
They added that to Disney Plus. Man
Oh,
versus Shark. A
Big's on
couple.
here.
Yeah, Big. The Nutcracker in the Four Realms. The Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse, episodes 5 and 6. Next week they're gonna be adding High School Musical, the musical. What the fuck? High School Musical,
High School Musical, the musical.
the musical, the holiday special.
What
Jesus
the
Christ.
fuck is that kind of formatting? Jesus.
That's horrendous. But anyway, episode 7 of the Mando next week. Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse, episode 7 and 8. Disney Channel's Epic Holiday Showdown. Ralph Breaks the Internet, which is a good movie.
Hmm.
Check that out if you haven't seen it. December 18th, the season finale of The Mandalorian. The
Oh my
Wonderful World of Mickey
goodness.
Mouse, episodes 9 and 10. Into the Woods, Disney Channel Holiday House Party, Eddie the Eagle, Miraculous World, a few of these I don't recognize. Dory's Reef Camp, but yeah, I mean they always add stuff on here. And December 25th, on Christmas Day, we're getting Soul, which is the Pixar Soul, the movie,
Hmm.
which is gonna be free for everybody.
That's so.
We're getting Pixar Spark Short Burrow, and a couple other things. But yeah, I think the main thing coming up here for me is obviously Mando, the last two
Yeah.
episodes, and then the Pixar movie Soul, which I want to check out for sure.
Mando, Mando,
Yeah,
Mando.
man. We got 2 episodes left, 2 weeks left, so that'll be pretty exciting.
It's gonna be a good Christmas, yo.
Yeah. And speaking of Disney Plus, in honor of the late Chadwick Boseman, they have changed the intro to Black Panther. I don't know if you saw this,
I did see this.
but you know how every for those of you who aren't aware, at the beginning of every Marvel movie, they have like the opening intro, right? That shows off all the it's the Marvel stuff and everything, and they changed it in Black Panther to honor Chadwick Boseman, and it's playing here now. So
Yeah.
I think it's a good move. I think it's definitely well deserved. R.I.P.
I
to the
mean,
legend to the
I
legend
still
Chadwick
can't.
Boseman.
I still can't believe he's gone, man. It doesn't seem real. Seems like a
Yeah,
nightmare.
it does. It's one of those things that this year has, it like I remember we were shit. I remember fucking finding out about. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
we were all in voice, and we were like, "What?"
Yeah, yeah.
We
We were
were
in voice chat.
shocked.
It was me, you, and Majin. We were sitting in
Yeah,
voice chat. I was just scrolling through Twitter and then I saw it. I was like, wait, what?
we were all just like somebody dropped a bomb on us. We were just.
It was rough hearing that for sure. And seeing that I couldn't quite believe it, man. It's just one of those things that like how I don't know. This year's been rough, man. But anyway, uh, that was a good tribute and a good way to honor him for sure.
Yeah,
So that's cool. When you watch Black Panther, there will be that now. So that's great. In more casting news, Peter Dinklage has been cast as the Toxic Avenger for the reboot.
I don't know shit about Toxic Avenger.
I don't either, actually. But I know it's a reboot of the successful 1984 action comedy, The Toxic Avenger.
They made it for like a quarter.
Yeah,
It was super cheap. I know that.
uh, it's kind of it says here, it's kind of similar to like a Deadpool kind of superhero movie.
Ah, okay.
Uh, when a struggling everyman is pushed into a vat of toxic waste, he is transformed into a mutant freak who must go from shunned outcast to underdog hero as he races to save his son, his friends, and his community from the forces of corruption and greed. So
So
that
every superhero movie ever. Gotcha.
basically, but yeah, I don't know. This will be. I'll be keeping an eye on this because I haven't seen the original, so I don't know what that's like. But I'm sure that with today's modern technology, they could not only make it look better, but hopefully they can make the story better if that's possible. I don't know if it is because again, I haven't seen the first movie. But
Weird.
anyway, there's a chance for improvement here in
Yeah.
multiple ways, and I think that by casting Peter Dinklage, which is a fantastic actor, you're
Absolutely.
you're on the right steps. I think this is only good news for this movie. So so good for them on that. Moving on, this is the big boy news right here.
Big boy
Is
news.
that Warner Brothers is set to debut their entire 2021 film slate, including Dune, including The Matrix 4, and every movie that is coming out next year, The Suicide Squad, uh the Sopranos prequel, all that Godzilla versus Kong, Space Jam: A New Legacy, all those movies that are coming out next year.
Oh man, Mortal Kombat. Holy
Yeah,
shit, I forgot that's on here.
Mortal Kombat, Tom and Jerry, uh, all that stuff, everything, The Conjuring, whatever, everything coming out next year from Warner Brothers. They are going to debut on both HBO Max as well as theaters. So this is huge, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is huge, huge,
I
huge,
know
huge, huge, huge.
I know the AMC theater CEO guy was not very happy when he heard about this.
Dude, theaters everywhere, I'm sure, are not happy about this. This is This is fucking. I, I don't know just how much this is gonna affect movie theaters, but you have to think that it's gonna like. I don't know. It's gonna hurt them for sure. Like in one way or the other, it is.
Yeah,
But anyway, let's. I'm gonna give you the slate for next year. All right, Josh. Here we
go
go.
for it.
We're gonna name them
Shoot.
off. We have Mortal Kombat on January 15th.
Really?
That's really soon, actually.
Holy shit, I didn't realize that.
Which I didn't either until they have a slate here, which I didn't know that was that soon. But anyway, that's coming up soon. That's next month. The Little Things, which I don't even know what that is, but January 29th. Tom and Jerry, March 5th. We saw the trailer last week or 2 weeks
We're
ago.
not watching that.
No. The Many Saints of Newark, which is a Sopranos prequel, March 12th.
Did you ever watch Sopranos?
I did not.
Okay.
Reminiscence, April 16th. I don't know what that is either. Godzilla vs. Kong, May 21st. The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, June 4th. In the Heights, which is I think the Lin-Manuel Miranda musical, June 18th. Space Jam: A New Legacy, July 16th. The Suicide Squad, August 6th. Dune, October 1st. Elvis, November 5th. King Richard, November 19th. The Matrix 4, December 22nd. And then there's a couple here that they have that are TBA. But those are some pretty big movies in that list, don't you think?
Oh yeah, Tom and Jerry gonna blow it out of the water, man.
Yeah, yep. Tom and Jerry. For
Well,
sure.
okay. Here's the question I want to ask you:
Go
theaters or
for it.
this? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna try to go to the movies to see some of these, or if we're able to, obviously.
It's hard to answer because I don't know how things are gonna look like next year when some of these are out. You know what I mean? Like definitely for like I at least within the next couple months, like I would say to like at least probably Godzilla, probably things are gonna still be bad. You know,
Hmm.
so I'll like Godzilla probably HBO Max, Mortal Kombat HBO Max,
Yeah.
but it's just hard to tell because I don't I mean hopefully like at some point next year all of this will be like a bad dream we can look back on and throw down to the bottomless pit like Vader threw Palpatine down the Death Star. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hopefully we can just leave all this shit in the past at someday.
Mhm.
But we're still in the middle of it right now, so I don't. It's hard to tell, man. I
Well,
mean, most likely it's gonna be HBO Max because it's hard to tell. But I mean, honestly like I look forward to the day when we can go back to the theater, but I'm in no rush.
the one I'm speaking for mostly is Dune because it's so late next year. I really
October,
want to
yeah.
see it. I really want to see it in
I
theaters.
mean,
I want to
listen,
see it on a big IMAX screen.
I hope that I hope that by August 6th, that by the Suicide Squad, because I want to watch. I would like to watch that one in the theaters. But I hope that like by then, I mean, dude, I would love if by then things are like better, But I don't know. It's hard to tell. Um, but yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of movies. Here's in that same thing. I'm gonna post a little link for a video, Josh, if
Oh yeah.
you want to put that up there. Yeah, that little YouTube link right there.
Boom. Let's hit it.
So you can put that up and see all the stuff. Which yeah, we didn't mention Wonder Woman, but that is
Yeah.
another one that will be on there. Which we knew about that one though. We knew about that one I think from 2 weeks ago when we did the last podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are all movies that are going to be coming to HBO Max here within the next year. That
Wonder
is
Woman.
yeah,
Dude.
Wonder Woman, Dune,
Suicide Squad.
Hyde, Suicide Squad, Judas and the Black Messiah, Tom and Jerry, this Many Saints of Newark, fucking all this stuff.
Mortal Kombat.
All of this, man, all of
I didn't
this.
realize Mortal Kombat's like next month. We haven't
I
seen a
didn't either,
trailer
dude.
or anything,
I
which does not give me
I
hope.
I haven't heard anything about this movie in so long. I honestly did not know it was coming out so soon either. What the
Hmm.
hell, dude? But I'll be
There's
honest,
a
yeah, that does not bode well, dude. I'm gonna be straight up, dude. That we don't know a whole lot about this movie. Like, again, that we didn't even see a trailer. Is there even a poster out for this movie yet? Like, what? I think all I know is that. Well, actually, I don't think I know anything about this movie. Who's even in it?
I don't know. Sorry, there was a helicopter going over, and I had to mute for like a good 15 seconds. That son of a bitch was low to the ground.
I mean,
Um,
damn, dude. Like, for it to come out next month and like we know so little about it, that's kind of yikes, dude. I don't know.
well, we got a new director featuring his directorial debut of
Well,
Simon McQuoid. Looks like how you say it. They got
hmm,
an ensemble cast. And I'll be honest with you, the only person I really recognize is Hiroyuki Sanada, who's playing Scorpion.
hmm,
Um, from Westworld and fucking The Last Samurai, that guy.
hmm.
The rest of them are people I just don't know. Like they might have names and have probably been in things. I just don't know them. Oh yeah, the dude. You remember the Power Rangers reboot? Um, the guy that played the Black Ranger, Zach, that played Zach in the Power Rangers reboot movie. He's gonna be fucking Liu Kang apparently. Liu Kang. Uh,
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
if it's just a movie where they run around and beat the shit out of people, I can probably get some enjoyment out of it.
We'll see what happens. I don't know.
I don't know. It's weird that there's not been a trailer or anything or any buzz at all. Really? I guess maybe they just didn't. I mean, other things have had trailers and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know. Weird.
Anyway,
We'll group watch it and let you know.
in other news, Oscar Isaac is set to star as Solid Snake in
Hell
Sony's
yeah.
Metal Gear Solid movie. There you go, man.
That sounds good to me.
I think for a while now he's been wanting to do that too, if I'm not mistaken. So
I like Oscar Isaac.
yeah, dude, Oscar Isaac is the man. So I'm all about him being in more stuff too.
It's not his fault that they ruined Poe for me. It's fucking Lucas, the fucking the Star Wars folk that are running that shit over there that did that. So
uh, but Josh, fucking
they fly
don't.
now. They fly now, though, guys.
Oh
Did you know they
God.
fly now? Oh fuck me! Aaron said that shit to me the other day, and when we were playing WoW together, and I was like, I fucking hate you.
They fly now. Oh,
They fly
God.
now. They fly now, motherfucker.
Uh,
You live in the Star Wars universe. What the fuck you talking about? We're
yeah,
moving on.
that was like really, ugh, man.
Okay,
Anyway, yeah, let's move on from that because
we're gonna do a whole podcast on that. We don't want to.
listen, we got to do it someday, but not that day is not now. Anyway, so yeah, Oscar Isaac, Solid Snake, pretty cool. Uh, we'll, s- I want to see like a trailer for this whenever that's ready. I mean, obviously it's not anywhere near ready, but like I'll be curious to see what that is. Anyway, last thing we have here is a Plastic Man. A Plastic Man female-led movie is in the works from writer Kat Bosco.
Wait.
So
Is it
Plastic Man,
so?
DC character.
So Plastic Woman or plastic like?
Uh,
I was kind of confused on the title.
yeah, no, yeah. Well, I am too, but let's see if there's anything here because Plastic Man is obviously a male character. He's the stretchy bro who uh it's kind of like the dude from Fantastic Four, Mr. Incredible, or Mr. Incredible. Jesus Christ, I'm mixing up. Fucking The Incredibles is so like the best Fantastic Four movie that I'm like literally
Yeah.
now combining the names. Mr. Fantastic, Jesus Christ. Anyway, he's the dude that moves around and everything. But yeah, I have to I'll have to agree with you there that this title is pretty
Well,
confusing.
I have no
I don't think
problem with it. I'm just like, so
no
what
yeah
is
yeah
it?
yeah. I don't think they actually say. I don't know what they're
Or do they
trying
just
to.
mean like they're gonna have a female director and writer and stuff? Is that what they meant? Or
Uh,
well,
I s-
that's confusing.
that is very confusing. It says Warner Brothers and DC Films have tapped writer Kat Bosco to script Plastic Man as a female-led action adventure.
So
So Plastic Woman, I guess. I'm not sure. This is very weird. Which I mean, I guess we'll have to wait and see, but I don't know. But Plastic Man is like that dude in the red tights, and he's got the fucking goofy goggles and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I will have to wait and see, but there isn't really a whole lot of information on this other than that. So
I also don't know shit about Plastic Man. So pretty much, other than what he looks like. Other than he looks fucking weird.
yeah,
Like if you look him up, he's a strange looking hero.
yeah, he is. But yeah,
Um,
that's kind of the gist of what we have so far.
so
Uh,
not very much.
yeah, not a whole lot other than that's. I mean, the movie was announced in 2018,
I'm
but even
sorry.
then,
I was looking at the comments.
mhm.
Uh, First post is the Adventures of Plastic Man and Silicone Woman.
Oh Jesus,
I'm sorry. Oh, that's bad. Oh Jesus.
that's the internet comments for you right there.
Oh my God.
But anyway, we'll cap it off there with the news for the week.
Hey man, that's cool.
Yeah,
Give us. I like heroes I don't know a lot about. And I don't know nothing about Plastic Man. Or Plastic Woman, or whatever they do with it. Whatever
whatever
they do with the plastic person.
with the plastic people. Yeah,
Yeah, the plastic people.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
so originally our second half of the show was gonna be like we're gonna talk about Egyptian mythology, but I told Daniel like I just don't feel comfortable or educated enough to talk about it that much at the moment. And we usually do research and stuff, and I did research on this before we like last night. I was like watching YouTube videos and stuff and trying to learn as much as I could. It was just like, man, I'm just not feeling it. And since we're not feeling it, I don't think that's not what we're going to talk about. So we're just going to kind of talk about what we're going to do for the holidays, I think. And this
Holiday
is going to be
planning.
probably going to be kind of short, not super long, and just kind of what are we planning over doing or what we usually do or
Yes, yes,
and
yes,
stuff
yes,
like
yes.
that. So Daniel, you want to start us off, or you want me to start us off? And just kind of talk about.
If I mean, you can go ahead, man. Go straight ahead if you want. If you want, like, what's like you mentioned already, like the Thanksgiving and stuff. I mean, you can talk about that if you want to, or coming up or whatever. I mean, whatever you want to talk about, man.
So let's see. What I usually do around this time is watch some of our favorite Christmas movies, right? Like some of our favorite, not just Christmas movies, just holiday movies in general. So what my family and I usually do a lot of the time is like we'll get together and we'll watch fucking Home Alone, uh, Elf, um, and those types of movies. It's just kind of as we lead up to the holidays, and that's just kind of some of our traditions that we do. We'll watch Christmas Vacation a lot because that's like my dad's favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's gonna be weird this year because of COVID, right? Like everybody can't come
Yeah.
over and do like gift exchanges and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a thirsty. So it's like it's hard to talk about your traditions when a lot of them have changed. And you can't do them this year. So like my nieces and nephews, for the most part, probably won't come over and do gifts. I would imagine. Or if they do, it'd be like, here's your present and leave, kind of deal. Um, over here, at least.
Here's your present. Now get out of here.
Get out of here. Take a
Get
hike.
him out of here.
Yeah. Um, I guess kind of the big plans this year is to play video games a lot, huh? To get through the holidays, because there's gonna be a lot to play. Like the
Cyberpunk.
holidays, like Cyberpunk, and a lot of WoW raids and stuff.
Mm.
Um, Daniel, you like the Warcrafts, don't you? Why don't you come play WoW with me? I keep trying to convince everybody to come play WoW with me, guys. They're watching this at home, and then nobody's like, "No, we're not doing that." So, I'm just kidding. Um, um, but you like the lore and stuff of it, right, Daniel? You like
Yeah, like
the
I like Warcraft 3 was one of my like most played favorite PC games from back in the day.
Why'd you get out of the
Uh
chat? You're ruining my plans.
yeah, it's yeah, yeah, Warcraft 3 is awesome, man. I definitely enjoyed that one. And even like just watching people play it again nowadays, like remember like when Aaron replayed it, like or not replayed it, but when he played it for the first time.
It's the MMO in particular. If you're gonna get into it, like now's the time. They've redone everything. Um, and since it is kind of our show, and we're just kind of talking about all these different stuff. I know we were talking about holiday stuff, but I'm going to segue into with WoW Speak for just a minute, just because I want to talk about some of my general feelings on the expansion, without taking up like a whole lot of space in our news section, which is like this expansion is the first time in a long time in a WoW expansion where I'll log off the game and I don't feel bad about it. Like I don't feel like I'm missing out on something. In the last expansion, Battle for Azeroth was you have this necklace thing, right? Called the Heart of Azeroth. You wear it around your neck. And you have to power this up with this thing called Azerite power to make it stronger and stronger and stronger. So there was always a grind of something to do.
Mm-hmm.
So you would do stuff, and it just felt like if you logged off the game, you were gonna miss out on something. It felt like you were hurting yourself by not playing. You're falling behind.
Gotcha.
In Shadowlands, at least yet, I haven't encountered this.
Doesn't feel that way. That's good.
It doesn't feel that way. When I log off the game in Shadowlands, I don't feel bad. I don't feel like I'm missing out on something. I'm still on it all the time anyway, just because I sit in cities and hang out when I help the guild out, run dungeons and stuff. But at any time, as long as I do like my 2 things that I'd have to do a day now, I can log off and not feel bad about logging off. And that is such a good feeling. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like I have to sit here and play this one game for hours and hours and hours on end if I don't want to. So this is me being positive. I'm being positive about WoW for once, guys. As weird as that is to say, and as much as issues I have with Blizzard sometimes, so far in Shadowlands, they've rectified a lot of mistakes I saw from like the last expansion. The other thing is like the story this time, the writing's been pretty good. Yeah, I've had many issues with writing, and I'm sure I'll probably have issues with the writing before this expansion's over with, because I'm sure Blizzard will want to kiss the Sylvanas simps butts just as hard as they can anytime they get to. I went on a rant on this in Discord the other day, and I think I had Daniel cracking up because I just can't stand this shit with Sylvanas, that character.
Josh went on a Sylvanas rant, and it's interesting hearing.
Yeah, and just it's just she's literally Hitler, and everybody loves her for some reason that I can't fathom. So I'm sure I'll have issues before it's over with. There always is, but the writing so far is great. Each of the zones have their own stories, and they're really good. And I enjoyed them all very much. Let's see, what else can I talk about? Wow. The dungeons are great. Mechanics. There's some pretty unique mechanics that happen from some of the bosses. Like there's a boss that throws statues at you, which is, I don't think they've ever done that in a thing. I could be wrong, but that's just one off the top of my head that I can think of just right now. There's some tons of other dungeons that are in there. Great, and I can't wait for the raids next week, because I'll be talking more about more. So get ready for more WoW on this podcast because once we're in the raids in the Mythic Plus dungeons, that'll be a thing. And Daniel should totally come play with me, and and Majin too, and I'm gonna blackmail my friends into playing this damn game with me one way or another. Um, let's see. Is there anything else on the WoW side of things that I'll be doing over the holidays? I don't think so. Uh, so Christmas we cook, right? Like I have 2 extra turkeys, by the way. If anybody needs one, so becoming like a little.
So you're gonna be cooking up another one for
Yeah, I'll be cooking up
for
another one, which means I'll have a
Christmas?
third turkey for New Year's Day, I
Yeah,
guess.
dude. I mean, shit. Why not? Right? That's a lot of turkey to eat, though, man.
I'm
But
gonna be sick of turkey at the end of this fucking huge. Um,
shit.
uh, talk about some of our favorite holiday foods. I guess I like turkey. Do you like? You're a bit? You're a ham guy, right?
I'm a
Like,
ham guy. Yeah, I'm a ham guy. I love ham. Like for Thanksgiving, I had a ham. It's so good, man. Oh man, it's so bomb. Like even just like only like usually around this time, right? Like you have that
mm-hmm,
kind of stuff, but it's like so good. It's like something that is like that's how you know you're in like the holidays, man. Got that ham ready to go. It just tastes so good, and
mm-hmm.
yeah, man. I love me some good
Like
old ham.
ham
Put
and
the
rolls
sauce
are
on
like
that
a
shit
big
too.
thing.
Woo,
Yeah.
woo, man.
Um,
Yeah.
I really like cornbread dressing. You know, that's. I actually like that more than I like turkey, to be honest with you. It's just that my dad makes it good cornbread dressing. You get some gravy, pour on that bitch. It's got like chunks of chicken in it, like shredded up chicken in it. Oh, oh, oh! It's so good. It's so good. Uh, we need to do a podcast episode about all the food we eat. Um,
The food. Welcome to
the
the
mini
food show,
foods, the mini foods of the cantina.
right?
We'll have our own menu. Um, what about you? Any movies in particular that you like to watch around the holidays? I know, Die
Movies?
Hard. You
I
do.
like when I was younger, I used to watch like fucking all the like the Christmas movies, like fucking the Rudolph movie and like the fucking what is it the shit. Actually, I was like eating like dinner. I don't know when, like a couple several nights ago or like a week ago or something,
Mm-hmm.
and they had on the TV one of those like old school Santa Claus movies, the one where he's like the toy maker or whatever, and like
Mm-hmm.
I forget what the hell that one's called, but it was on TV. I was like, oh shit, I remember watching that like every year when I was a kid, bro. I was like, god damn. I forget what it's called though. I'm gonna try and see if I can get the.
There's so many. Was it animated or live action?
No, it was no, it wasn't live action. It was animated,
Gotcha.
or it was like how like all those old movies are like claymation type shit too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It was. I need to freaking remember what the hell the name of it is because what the hell is that called, man?
Majin says Gremlins. Yes, Gremlins. I'll watch Gremlins.
Yeah, man, the Gremlins.
Here's a debate for you, Majin, if you're in the chat. Is Lethal Weapon a Christmas movie? Or is it just a movie that takes place during Christmas?
The good old is this movie a fucking Christmas movie debate, huh?
It's not really. So my. I was reading. The reason I brought this up was I was laying down reading an article, or not an article. Somebody put on Reddit a post that was like, "My son just proved that Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and he's mad about it." So in the Reddit thread, the man had said that he'd shown his son last year Die Hard and told him it was one of his favorite Christmas movies, and the kid was like, "This is not a Christmas movie."
Mm-hmm.
And they debated about it all year this year apparently,
Okay.
and then they watched Lethal Weapon,
All right.
which takes place during Christmas. So the father was like, his son was like, okay, so here's what makes it not a Christmas. What makes Lethal Weapon not a Christmas movie? Because he's talking about Lethal Weapon now, because that's what they watch. He says
Okay.
none of the circumstances would have changed had it been set in a different time of year, right? So by saying that, like the Lethal Weapon would have still probably happened anyway. It would have, except even if it wasn't Christmas time, right?
Sure.
So the reasoning that so he says the reason Die Hard is a Christmas movie is McClane's only at Nakatomi Plaza for a Christmas party with his wife. Hans Gruber and his gang wouldn't have attacked Nakatomi if it wasn't Christmas time because there would have been too many guards and everybody would have been on guard. And therefore, it's a Christmas movie because the movie wouldn't happen without it being Christmas time at all, right? Because they would have never went to Nakatomi Plaza. John McClane would have never been there if it wasn't for a Christmas party happening on Christmas. So therefore, Die Hard, he proved that Die Hard, by his logic, is a Christmas movie, and Lethal Weapon technically isn't. And that's the whole reason I asked Majin, does he consider? So Majin's response to this in the chat is, if it happens during Christmas, it is one.
Yeah,
Like
because
Iron
he
Man 3 is a Christmas
yeah
movie.
yeah he mentions Iron Man 3. Yeah, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Huh.
um, but I was like, yeah, I understand the logic of it. I still consider Lethal Weapon a Christmas movie because it does happen during Christmas. Um,
Hmm.
but there was a logic to his argument, which was the circumstances involved. This is so, it feels like a weird debate, but we're talking about anything. Um, the logic involved for Die Hard is Die Hard wouldn't happen without it being Christmas.
Yeah,
And the
yeah,
reason
yeah.
Lethal Weapon isn't is Lethal Weapon would probably still happen whether it was Christmas or not. It just
Regardless.
happened to be Christmas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
regardless. Yeah, yeah, I get you.
Um.
Yeah. No, I mean it checks out. It's an old code, sir, but it checks out. Like the
It's
homie
an
from
older code too, but it checks
yeah,
out.
it's an older code, but it checks out. So I was
Uh-huh.
just about to let them go or whatever. No,
Which
yeah,
I'd never given it that much thought. I was like, this dude put serious thought into this.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. I follow what they're dishing out there for sure. Um, yeah.
So thank you, random Reddit fellow, that I didn't get your name. You made it on the show. Congratulations.
You're welcome.
You're
Uh,
welcome.
uh,
Enjoy your next Christmas movie with your son, Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3. I got the name of the Christmas movie that was on TV the other day.
Oh,
It's called
sweet, yeah.
it's Santa Claus is Coming to Town, bro.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's one of my dad's
From
favorite.
from 1970, dude. Yeah. Classic
Man,
Christmas movie. That was on TV the other day. I was like, "Oh shit, I used to watch that all the time, dude." Yeah, it's cool.
yeah.
Like yeah, like fucking Frosty the Snowman, the Little Drummer Boy, fucking all that stuff, dude. Like I remember watching all of these as a fucking kid, man. Like these are all like typically like the kind of Christmassy movies that I would watch.
The
Um,
fucking Meister Burger.
yeah, dude, hell yeah. And then like the fucking what are those dudes called? The fucking the snow miser and the heat miser, whatever the fuck those guys.
Snow
Uh,
Miser.
yeah. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, man, that was good stuff right there, man. Good stuff.
Well, I'll end up watching all of those before holidays are over with.
I haven't seen them in like several years at this point, but I used to watch them like every year, dude. Like, because I mean, they would be like on TV all the time, right? So you just flip the channel and be like, oh, there you go, we're watching this one, and there's that one, and but yeah, I haven't seen them in like a number of years. You know which one I want to watch that I haven't seen?
What's that?
It came out last year on Netflix. It's called Claws.
Claus.
Yeah, KLUS. It came out last year. It was nominated, I think, for in the Oscars for best animated feature, and I heard it was pretty good. I haven't seen it though, but I definitely want to check it out at some point this month. Uh,
Ah, yes.
yeah, because it was a Netflix movie, but yeah, I haven't seen it, so I want to definitely give that a go because I heard good things about it.
I might check it out
So
too.
yeah, definitely want to check that
What?
out.
Your boy J.K. Simmons is Claus in it? What the fuck?
Oh, is he?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Well, that makes me even more excited to watch that. Rashida Jones is in it. Look at that. That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, oh, your boy Travis is in it too, man, as additional adult's voice. So there you go.
Ah, I got you.
So if
Oh
you
yeah.
if you recognize Travis Willingham's voice in that movie, uh, that's because he is in it. So there you go.
Speaking of Travis Willingham, we're gonna be
Uh,
watching The Night Before
the,
Christmas this year.
yep. I was, dude. You we're on the same wavelength there because I was just about to, I was about to transition into chutney right now, dude. There you go.
Yeah, boy. So a couple of years ago, we can talk about this.
Yeah, go for it.
A couple of years ago, Critical Role. Which, if you don't watch Critical Role, they're a bunch of uh, voice actors that play D&D. And a couple of years ago, I think it is at this point, it's been like 2 years. They did a Christmas like Dungeons and Dragons one shot run by Liam O'Brien, and Travis Willingham played a character named Chutney in it. And first of all, this one shot, Daniel watched it with me. We watched it live when it happened, and I
So
told Daniel you should come watch this.
also, disclaimer here. I don't normally watch Critical Role like Josh does. I don't normally watch it, but it's a Christmas one shot, so I was like, fuck it, let's do it. I'm down. And yeah, we ended up checking it out, and
We laughed
what
so hard.
it was one of
Oh,
those laughs where you like it hurts because how much you laugh. Like
oh, dude, I cried. I cried
it
from
was
laughing.
it was so funny. It was so fucking. I haven't seen it in like a couple of years
Yeah, I think I haven't watched it since then.
because I definitely didn't want. Yeah, I haven't seen it since it first came out, which is like 2 years ago. I want to say, but anyway, I didn't watch it last year, so I'm like super looking forward to watching it again this year, just to see like if it's still as funny to me as the first time, or like if like because obviously there's gonna be things that you forget too. So when you hear it again, you're just gonna fucking lose it all over again. It's just I'm
Hmm.
looking forward to that, man. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a fun Christmas thing for this year.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
if you're in the Discord, make sure you're around to watch that with us, because man, it's gonna be fun.
yeah, it's gonna be absolutely hilarious. But yeah, definitely want to check that out for sure. I definitely want to watch Claws. Yeah, I want to, because I want to do kind of like what I did in October, which is just watch like a bunch of Halloween movies.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
But obviously like for holiday type movies this month. So I want to kind of do that, but I'm already not off to a bad start. But like I already like we're 5 days into the month and I haven't even seen a single movie yet. So I don't know. We'll see when we get that started. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that. And as far as like the rest of the holidays plans or whatever for me, um, I'm I'm just gonna like chill at home. I'm not really gonna obviously go out anywhere for anything. Uh, I'll probably just have a chill
Are there
Christmas and
any
whatnot.
Christmas video games you can play?
Oh, dude, Christmas video games. Oh, Jesus, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm still trying to. Dude, honestly, I'm still trying to see if I'm gonna get Cyberpunk at launch or not. To be honest, because
Oh yeah,
I might wait till like next month or something.
I got you.
But
Oh,
yeah, I don't know.
Will Overwatch have an event this year? They
Oh
usually
yeah,
have a
oh yeah.
Christmas thing.
Overwatch usually has like the Christmas events and whatnot. Yeah, I'm sure other games will have them as well. But
Animal Crossing's having a thing, right? Like right now.
yeah,
Like
Animal Crossing has like the events. That's right. Yeah, I'll be checking that out. I'll be checking the Overwatch event.
I was literally just googling like Christmas video games. So I'm like,
Yeah,
what are
some
some?
like in
Hey,
game.
hey, Persona 5. Just saying, it's got a Christmas thing that happens. There's a Is there a Christmas date or something that you can date one of the ladies? I can't remember. It's been a while since I played Persona. Which, by the way, if you haven't played Persona 5, you totally should. It's great. I have the Royale edition. I'm gonna play it at some point on stream as soon as I get a motherfucking door in this place. But we're gonna talk about that later. Go away.
I'm gonna play Pokemon Go to catch those Christmas Santa hat Pikachu's, man.
Mhm. Uh, you can play the Die Hard video game. I
Oh shit.
remember, I remember playing it growing up. There was some sort of Die Hard game where you're in the tower in Nakatomi Plaza, I should say,
Uh huh.
and like you run around and shoot dudes. I think.
Yeah.
but this was
I've
like
never.
back
I
in
don't
the
think I.
90s.
Yeah, I don't think I ever played that.
It's just like it's one of those memories that's like a fog of a memory, right? Like
Mhm.
uh it's kind of like those games where you know you'd go to an arcade, right? And they'd have the little toy gun and you shoot at people and you take
Yeah.
cover.
So Majin brings up in the chat, Die Hard Arcade or the NES game. He says.
The arcade. I think it's the arcade one. I don't remember the NES game, but I remember the arcade. I think that's what I'm thinking of. Because I literally just said, remember the game you used to go in the arcade?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So I think it's that one.
So it probably is the arcade one. Yeah.
Um, but it was so long ago.
He
Oh
says
my
it's made
god,
by
there was a
Sega,
home.
similar to Dynamite Cop.
Yes, 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 yes. Exactly. That is it, I believe. Um,
Let's see. Ah,
Saints Row 4 has a Christmas party? Really? Why is
probably.
that?
It's been a while since I played Saints Row 4, but it probably does. Yeah.
Sometime Daniel and I are gonna do some
Dude,
co-op with the new
yeah,
one
we
or
need
the
to get that.
remaster.
We need to get that fucking game, dude. Because dude, we have to co-op that game, man. Let's see. I need to check. Like,
Well, it's Christmas time. It might go on sale if Epic has a sale because it's on Epic, right? The remaster.
yeah, it's on Epic. Yeah, right now.
Saints Row
I wish it was
remastered.
on Steam, but like, yeah,
I do too.
it's only on Epic right now, as far as I know. Um,
Continue. It's $40. Damn.
yeah, I mean, Epic has sales all the time, so
Yeah, I hope it goes on sale.
we'll have to wait on that for a little bit, I think. Um, but yeah, man,
But yeah,
yeah,
those are our holiday plans, yo.
yeah, Saints Row the Third, dude. We definitely have to fucking play that again, or co-op that, because that game is fun, man. I haven't played that game in a good year amount of years,
It's
but I used to play that thing like
I did too.
nonstop when I first got it, dude. That game was fun, man.
It's fun. It's ridiculous. It's GTA, but with your buddy.
It's goofy GTA, yeah, and I don't think I ever played that game co-op, so that's gonna be fun for me
I think
personally.
I only played it co-op with one of my other friends, but
Damn, I played it alone, so yeah, that's gonna be. I've never played a co-op, so that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be
yeah,
a good fun experience. But yeah, I think
we definitely got to do that.
for me, the holidays are just gonna be pretty chill this year. Again, I'm not gonna be going anywhere. I'm not gonna. There's
Yeah.
not gonna be a whole lot of contact with other people. So, um, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to some chill to a chill holiday season.
Do you guys put up a
Um,
tree? Because I'll be honest with you, we don't really because we don't
yeah,
have a space for it.
yeah, I do have a tree. I'll have to take a picture of it, but yeah, there's a tree. I'll
I
take a
want
picture of
one.
it.
I just don't have space.
I'll put it up on Discord. But yeah, there is a tree up for sure.
Hell yeah! I just figured I'd ask because we don't. We just don't have space.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like,
some people, yeah, some people don't. I know. There's
and
some
it,
out
and
there.
it hurts because growing up we always had one. And it's like, man, I want one. I want the
I
nostalgia
think
of it.
I think especially like this year in particular, for a lot of people, it was a good thing to have the tree up
You need it.
because of how shitty
Yeah,
this year's been. So
yeah, make you feel
yeah,
good.
I don't. Yeah, exactly. I don't blame people for wanting to have one up this year, even earlier than usual. You know, like some
Hmm.
people put theirs up in like November or like before that. You know, I'm like, oh yeah,
Hey
I don't.
man,
Normally, I'd be like, why are you putting it up so early? But this year, I'm like, I get it.
we need the joy, man. We need it.
Been a crappy year. But yeah, that's yeah. I'm just looking forward to having some chill holidays, man. Like, you know, I don't. I'm not really like. There isn't really anything that like I'm gonna be doing out anywhere with like a bunch of people or anything because that's just stupid. Especially out here, especially out here we have like a stay at home order anyway. You know,
Yeah,
for like the next couple of weeks, so it's not like you can really. Yeah, and why would you? Again, we're in the middle of a fucking pandemic, so I
we
wish
gotta take
people
care of each other, man.
I wish people would fucking listen and not do dumb shit.
So I'll be
Uh,
honest with you, I'm enjoying this infinitely more than I probably would have done doing the Egyptian thing. Just sitting here chatting with you about the holidays and stuff.
yeah, no, it's good. I
Um,
mean, makes sense because we're at the start of the month. And the next couple, but which by the way, we have the next. For those of you wondering, we do have the next couple episodes planned out as well.
yeah,
Like I said, we're definitely gonna be talking Mando once the season's over,
yeah.
and then next week we're gonna be doing kind of like our picks of the year for this year, and
That's right.
what we mean by that is like it doesn't matter if it came out this year or any other year. We're gonna be talking about stuff that we played, that we watched, that we experienced this year, but it doesn't matter when it came out. It's just like
Yeah.
things that we did personally, and we'll be talking about that. So that'll be fun. That'll be interesting to talk about. And then of course we got Mando and whatnot. But yeah, that'll be for the next couple of weeks. But yeah, yeah, I'm just hoping for a nice chill holidays here. Hoping that I'm also hoping that the remainder of this month, which also is the remainder of this year, ends on a okay slash good ish note, because after the immensely horrific year that we've had, I think we deserve things to start getting better, and what better way to end the year on a good note. So
Yeah, man.
hopefully things will start heading in that direction. Um, but I mean, they already have, kind of, if you think about it, with several things like we mentioned a couple weeks ago with our other, the episode where we just we're talking about the election and all that other stuff. But yeah, I'm just hopeful and happy that it's well not well trying to be happy for the holidays and all that stuff, because it's usually it's typically a good time of the year, this time of the year, I would say, right?
Yeah.
At least for me it is.
It's that time where it's like it's cold outside. I got my jammies on. I got them on right now. I got long sleeves and got my long comfy jammies on, and like I'm in front of like the heat and just staying comfy.
Which
Like it's
speaking of the
there's something nice about that. Yeah.
Speaking of the heat over here, it's not as hot during this time of the year for me. And it's
Yeah.
it's hot year long. So I'm happy that right now, I mean, it's still like it can still get a little warm in here sometimes, but for the most part, it's definitely cooler than usual. So
Yeah.
I'm always happy about that, man. Just give me the coldness, give me the colder weather anytime of the
We had a we had a smidge, just a quick little flurry of snow, like one day last week. So like, and then it was like gone.
Hmm.
Also, I just realized that that is
What happened?
sorry. No, sorry. There's something I'm messing with. It's not important.
Oh,
Um,
gotcha. I thought you were saying something.
no, 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 no. Sorry. Um,
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I'm just hoping to have a pretty chill holiday season this for the rest of this year, and hopefully next year things will get better. Uh, and
I
like I
don't.
said,
I don't think I'm ever gonna say it's our year again. Because man, did
yeah,
that backfire. You know?
yeah, nah, man. I'm just gotta roll and see what happens, man. Because yeah, I remember, dude, around a year ago this time, I was so ready and so hopeful for fucking this year that we're currently in to be so much better, and it just turned out to be so much worse.
We were
I'm
so optimistic.
I'm so sorry 2019 for shitting on you, because 2020 easily within the first month of the year for me got awful. So
Hmm.
I yeah, 2021, I'm not gonna say anything about you other than just please be better. That's all. But we still have to make it through the
Yeah.
rest of this month, so we're not there yet. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think that's a good
That's probably
place
gonna
to,
be the show.
yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna
Unless
be it.
unless you got anything else to add, man. I think
No, bro, I
that's
don't.
pretty
I
much
think that's it. I think I was thinking about ending. I was thinking about like we should be done right when I asked you about the tree, and we kind of went on a little bit longer after that. So, um, Daniel, thank you for doing the show with me, man. It's been
Yeah,
a.
yeah.
We still
I
got
mean,
a couple more weeks in the year, but you know
yeah.
the.
It's been
It's definitely one of the highlights of my years doing this show every week when we get to. So.
yeah, it's something to look forward to for sure. Because this year is
Hmm.
just I bring it up every time, but this is like the worst year of my lifetime for sure. I fucking hate it, but it's slowly been getting better. So I'm
We're
trying to
making it through.
trying to hang in there and stay optimistic and all that good stuff. But it's almost over, so
Mm-hmm.
it's almost over, so that's good. But yeah, man, another good episode, another good show. Like I said, we'll be back next week. But yeah, I'm excited for D&D tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw up your goodbye screen, my friend. There you go.
All right. Alrighty, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Today's episode 58, holiday planning. We'll be back next week, like I was just mentioning not too long ago, with episode 59, which is going to be our picks of the year for this year, which is again just going to be stuff that we've played, experienced, watched, anything that we've done this year that we really enjoyed. We're going to bring that up next year, Jesus, next week. And yeah, coming up on stream for me, I am going to be playing Metro Last Light. That'll be on Monday the 7th. Took me a while there. I'm like, what day is it today? The 5th. Okay. Yeah, so Monday the 7th, I'll be starting Last Light for Metro. I beat 2033, which has videos going up on YouTube. The whole I most story games that I play, I have the for those of you who are unaware, I have most of the VODs go up on the YouTube to have them there archived if you want to check them out. So the 2033 playlist is nearing the end, but they're still going up on YouTube every day. Check that out if you're interested. Like I said, I'm doing Last Light on Monday. And then yeah, I'm just there's a lot going on right now. I'm playing Monster Hunter off stream and Battlefront and all this other stuff that's happening on the server. So check that out. Check Twitter out and all that good stuff. Follow all the social media stuff down here. You guys will see it down there on one of the sides. But yeah, I'm glad for those of you who came around and watched. If you're watching on the YouTube or if you're listening on over at the audio versions, appreciate you. Thank you very much. And yeah, we'll be seeing you guys next time. So thank you very much, and bye bye. Peace out.
All right, guys. That's gonna be the show for today. Sorry it was late again, and also sorry I was like muted at the start. My stream deck was like, yeah, you can talk, and it was like, but they won't hear you, which it didn't tell me that. So it's like 10 seconds of awkward audio where I'm talking and Daniel's responding, and you guys can't hear me speaking. It's really funny. 58 episodes, man, that's a lot. Yeah. Oh, Daniel, I was gonna tell you. Did you know that next week's or tomorrow, I should say, tomorrow's D&D is episode 69. It's gonna be a nice episode.
Nice.
Yeah. When we're like 10 episodes away from that here now, which is gonna be funny.
Oh yeah.
Tomorrow is D&D, the Frozen Decimation. That'll be here on this channel, twitch.tv/Josh902. The party is making their way into the Dwarven Empire of Axvaclin, into their big city. And we have some surprises planned. I was doing some shit last night that I was like, ooh, buddy. I can't wait. I think everybody's going to be there. I thought we were going to be down in person, but it turned out that's not going to happen. Everybody's going to be there, I think. Streaming wise, I'm not sure, but I'd like to stream the WoW raids, but I need to ask our guild GM about that, if that's okay and stuff. So you may see that here on this channel as well in the upcoming weeks. Cyberpunk also comes out next week. I might stream the game a bit. I'm not sure if I'll be able to, just because of lack of time and stuff. But we are going to unbox the collector's edition on here the moment I get that. So I'll make an announcement for that, and we'll get on. We'll open that box of loot, swag. Other than that, you can always check out the Clockwork Cantina every Saturday, usually at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific. Obviously, that didn't happen today because my sleep schedule is really boned at the moment, and I gotta fix that. But other than that, thank you everybody that came to the show. Anyway, thank you, Val, for the nice, generous host and the heart attack you gave me. You can see it on my face in the video. I'm pretty sure I died the moment I heard it. It scared me. um, and that's gonna do it, guys. Wear your mask if you go out anywhere, and take care of your loved ones. We're almost through this. We've almost made it. We're almost there. We're at the finish line. We just need to not trip. Um, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. And that's gonna do it for us here. Bye bye now.